Alright, I took a little longer than I anticipated. Hi, Ara! Sorry, I was filling up my drink bottles. Hi, Aylin. Hello, Prototype. How did you know that was my name? I'm kidding. Hi! God, I look really put together. What the fuck is happening? You would have no idea my weekend if I looked this put together. I must be doing great! Ara, how you doing? Yeah, hydrate, I fucking will, man. My voice is so fucked. Anyway, Ara, thank you for the tier 1 subscription for, oh god, I'm doing years now, right? For 4 years and 1 month, much appreciated. How drunk did you get? It's funny that you think I drunk. No, I got sick. The car broke down. I couldn't go to my grandpa's 90th, especially with the paranoia of my other aunt and my other nan on the other side of the family, leaving, like, being put into probably a home, so we're splitting up her furniture. That's my weekend. And then I worked yesterday while still partially sick. That's your update. I am fine. I cried so much, but I'm fine. I need a long week nap. Same, Aylin. How about you? It was shit. I feel like a dickhead. No! Don't! No, it's funny. If anything, I just think it's funny. Like, oh, you got slammed. Yes, emotionally. Listen, we're at the point where we just have to laugh through the pain, guys. Oh god, my voice still sounds like shit. Going into my male phase, you know how it is. Hey, Alda. Proto 1 didn't work the way it should have, so on to Prototype 2. Got this, Aylin, I believe in you. I got some of my math wrong and orb ended up distorted on one side. Aren't we all? Sorry. Yeah, no, honestly, it's been a very weird, love your positivity. Thanks, Wolves. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, honestly, I don't know how up to date either of you are, but it's honestly, like, I'm so determined that I'm like, this year's gonna be the best. And I still believe it's going to be, but so far, the world just wants to be like, Hannah, you're fucking wrong. And I'm like, excuse. It's the year of the dragon, okay? Second time of my life, well, technically third. I'm doing fantastically. Hope things work out all right. Well, you know, I mean, I did get to zoom into my grandpa's thing. Yeah, no, it was really, well, I mean, it was really tragic because I was sick. I was half delirious when the car broke down. So I was just sitting beside Adara hanging out. I still somehow managed to cross a very busy road while kind of half loopy, but you know, magical things happen sometimes. We had to wait we had to wait 2 hours for a tow truck to turn up. Luckily, we were like within walking distance of home. It was perfectly fine. But I literally, I was like sitting in the car with Adara, randomly bursting into tears every like 10 minutes because my sinuses were so blocked up. I couldn't really, like, all I could feel was the pain in my face. And then the other, like, conscious part of my brain being like, Hannah, you should be really sad right now. And I'm like, anyway, so that's my weekend. Hi, Ashley. A little asymmetry doesn't hurt anyone. Exactly. Distorted orbs looks like I walked in on an awkward medical talk. What's up? I love Ashley just coming in. Hey, what's up, boys and girls? We're playing some motherfucking Love and Dumpin'. Yeah. Final Fantasy. She hasn't turned on the PS5 yet, but we're gonna do it. Wasn't the news I was expecting to hear, but be kind to yourself. Thanks, Wolves. No, it was okay. As I said, I'm kind of like, I don't feel as bad as I could have, so I'm going great. The delirium helps. That's my that's my tagline. The delirium helps. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. It's been a really just kind of fucked up. It's been a very messed up weekend. Yeah, we're splitting up my nan's stuff this weekend, so that she only has the bare essentials going into her care unit, wherever that ends up being. So hopefully Adara and I will get a new bookshelf out of it, because we buy too many books. We have literal, like, what, like three to four bookshelves. Like, if you count these cubey things like I have over here, we have like 4 bookshelves. Between the two of us, they are all full. That's how much of a nerd Adara and I are. How much have we read? That's a different discussion, but we have too many books. Hi, Austin. Hi, Tom. Good head pets. Have you been, Wolves? Excited for The Wolf Among Us 2? Apparently it's coming out this year. I don't know when, but I'm hyped for it. It's not barely enough. Exactly. You get it. Okay. I need exactly 3 more. How is everyone tonight? Yeah, we're good. It's fucking hot. It is dreadfully hot here at the moment, and it's still going to be hot tomorrow, so I'm not going to get any reprieve until Wednesday, so... And obviously, you can tell from my gorgeous voice, I naturally sound like this now, guys. I was... Sorry. I was outside with my corgi during the Super Bowl. I heard my dad yell in the front room from outside, followed by a waving chorus of yells, and all the houses around me, things ringing from, damn it all, fucking kill! I don't know what that means, but okay. Oh yeah, that was 2 hydrates before, wasn't there? Need a hydrate. Yeah, I really should. So I got up, ran my D&D game, then turned on the Super Bowl, hung out with some friends, got drunk, played Rocket League, passed out, recovered, and now I am here at 1 AM with a lot of energy, and I don't know why. I love it. Roll with the enthusiasm. Time to start that book. Guys, I'm 29,000 words into my book now, guys. 29,000. I'm 4,000 off to my target goal of, well, like around 100,000 words. So, I'm like a third of the way through my book. Isn't that cool? Hypers. Are you trying to just run on adrenaline and caffeine? That's, well, I mean, that's a part of coffee's name. Ashley and coffee, it's caffeine and adrenaline. That's what Ashley stands for. Nice, thank you. Super Bowl is the championship game of NFL. Sports fans were crazy. I know, I have heard that. I don't understand. That's fine. Cake, yes. I did have cake on the weekend. That's the good thing about the event, guys. So on Saturday. So we ended up zooming in to my grandpa's party, which was good, but I was also delirious and had my ears blocked, so I couldn't hear the little speeches they were saying. So I kind of laid down and had a little nap while they were talking. I was trying to still somewhat listen, but I couldn't hold my attention for that long, so I kind of like napped. Zooming in, yeah, why not? It was nice. Decaf? Why decaf? I only had half a decaf to coffee today. Damn, that's kind of impressive. That you have so much energy and only had half a decaf. So I fell asleep partially. But I did get to see my grandpa. He just had this big smile. I wish I could show you photos. He was so happy. It was so cute. Oh, I'll also show you something else. For my cousins. Is my back sweaty? Please ignore it. Oh my god. So my cousins came back with cake and the lolly bags. So they had little blue lolly bags. Look at this. It's so cute. So we have blue candy canes. This. Aced it. Thank you. There's like blue M&Ms and jelly beans. Like, it's all blue. This is what I would love. There's some lollipops, some party poppers, some freckles. It's so cute. Yeah, I have my little sticks. And we got to have some of they brought home some of the cake, and the cake was pretty good. Did it destroy Adara's bowels? Absolutely, but it wouldn't be cake if it didn't. Sorry, that was probably TMI. I have not coughed this much all day. What's happening? I have decaf because there's less caffeine so I can have more coffee, and it tastes good. Yeah, fair. I've never tried decaf. The idea scares me. Tastes all like normal coffee. What? There's a difference between there's a definitive smell between decaf coffee and regular coffee. At least. I don't know about taste because I don't drink coffee, but more or less I drink espresso, so I might not be good if you get cheaper coffee. That's fair. Hashtag I'm just a rich bitch energy, and by that I mean I work at a cafe and get free coffee. Work it while I get free chais. Technically not rich bitch energy. I'm that cheap person who's like, wait your turn! Where the fuck am I in this game? I can't hear the game. Guys, if the game's a little loud today, don't worry about it. It's because I'm fucking deaf. I'm just a rich bitch energy, hashtag coffee snob. Yes, well that's what being a barista is literally letting you see, it's so weird, right? Being a barista is like having an eye hole into the rich, well I say rich, the well-off parts of society, right? Because you as a barista, you're like, I earn like $200 a week, maybe 400 if I'm lucky, you know? And then you have everyone else coming around you, like coming in for coffee. It's like, yes, I'll have a coffee once a day, every day, which obviously amounts to what, like 7 times 4 equals fucking 30, wait, 35, is that right? I don't know if I can know. Wait, 4 times 7 equals 42, sorry. They're like, yeah, I can afford this every week. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here like, do I want to buy lunch? Oh, dar. How many different types of paints do you need?
No, this is fresh.
There's not a lot of good ones.
I just want to.
But yeah, no, I genuinely think it's impressive just how much you get to see all these people come in and just have coffees and spend like $30 on eating out or like a lot. And I'm sitting there like, all hail that couple that comes in and gets 4 double espressos. I have a heavy respect for them, but I also think, is your nervous system okay? Otherwise, full respect, they're amazing. I say that, there's also like a lot of good people that come in, because obviously there's a lot of people who are like, I just need a coffee. Please, anything. Like there's such a like a difference in energy between like someone who comes up and is like, I expect my coffee kind of thing, and then the people who have that kind of like, I am mutually as tired as you are right now, please, for the love of God, I need that coffee. And it's like, I love you, here's your coffee. Anyway, what was I talking about? If you want to see how wealthy people are in your area, work in a garden center. Plants get fucking expensive. Oh god, no, that's gross. All the paints. Oh yeah, it's a problem. I've ordered some wooden words to paint for my co-workers, but I need to suss out everyone's favorite colors. I know someone told me the other week that they didn't have a favorite color, and I was like, fuck. What do I do? Do I make it rainbow? Do I just do a nice blend of like certain colors? What do I do here? So I need to think about it. I need to suss it out of them. Especially when they buy trees. Who buys a tree? The only tree worth buying is a sakura tree, okay? Don't talk to me about any other tree, okay? Alright, if you even try and grow some sort of fruit tree, those rosellas will come for you, alright? Those rosellas are coming for your plums, okay? I would know. That's what happened to our plums when I was a kid. Those rosellas are coming for your plums, and I ain't talking about your nuts. Sorry. God, I'm on fire tonight. It's probably because it's so hot. gonna start like just leaking out of my forehead. I had a cold shower before. It doesn't feel like it because it's still hot. Holy shit, Han. I was eating. I think the only correct response is you're welcome. So how did you come by and get this like difficulty like swallowing things? Yeah, so I watched this streamer for way too long and she made me choke on my food so much it developed a problem. I just missed all of that. Oop, don't worry about it, Ashley. I was not talking about your nuts, okay? I promise I would never do something so disrespectful. I was talking about your plums. Glad my suffering brings you joy. I always love those moments when people are just like, you don't expect it, right? I always love those moments when people don't expect it. Like when House, I think, I was looking at a clip recently where House was like, oh god, what fucking happened? I made a joke and he was like, I like literally freezed at his computer. It was so funny. What'd you do? I said a joke and you weren't expecting it and you were apparently standing at the fridge and you were like your brain literally short-circuited when I said the joke. That's my favorite type of humor. If I can do that for you guys, where you sit there and you're like, I'm questioning everything right now, then I'm doing a good job at saying funny shit. So, it's funny. Hi Ace. How you doing? Okay, should we play the game? Should we play the game, guys? I will say, I have to end stream early tonight because it's another 8 AM shift for me. Ooh. I have a lot of 8 AM shifts coming up. I have a short shift on Sunday, but all of next week, I have like 2 early morning shifts, which is so weird because it rarely ever happens. But that also means not as long watching anime time, but it's fine. Hopefully we'll compensate with tomorrow night, provided I'm awake and alive. You were very, very successful with them. Thanks, Aelin. I passed episode 900 in One Piece. Sexy things you can say to me. I'm kidding. How are you enjoying it? So you're properly like into Wano now. I do like the start of Wano. It's a little bit kind of like, what's going on? You gotta have this really kind of discombobulated kind of effect going, so. Let me go to here. Ah! Yaro facts. Guys, I keep coming up with fun ideas for stream. Do I have time to enact them? No, I never do. But they're in my brain. I need to write them down, actually. I had a question about that. It's building up, I think, but also hard to talk about without spoiling context. That's fair. But Luffy's doing the thing, and it is cool. Luffy's always doing the thing, which is cool. Anyway, question, Aelin. You forgot? Wait, you forgot the question you were gonna ask me? The answer was obviously, how sexy is, Sanji? The answer is moderately. Dialogue.
Clive, you're back.
I am. And with glad tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more.
He is dead. Da, 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 da.
All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place be smiling down at you right now.
Hopefully. I'm coming for your plums. Is this where I'm supposed to be starting? Reference in Discord. What the?
It's a long story.
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's good to be back.
Hold the phone. Okay. So, I need to think about this for a second. So, Alabasta is actually kind of an arc that happens over the course of like 4 or 5 like mini arcs. There's like I need to think about this. Wait, there's the Twin Capes, Whiskey Peak, that's short. Little Garden, and then Chopper's arc. Yeah, okay, so there's 4 mini arcs, and when I say mini, I mean like probably under 10 each. Like hell, I like Whiskey Peak is like 3 episodes. Twin Cape is 3 episodes. Actually, what episode number is that? 82? Yeah, no, 62. Sorry. Where I was proposing for you was a little bit further. I think it's episode. I'd have to have a look. Give me a second. I was suggesting a little bit further, so you were kind of like a bit more into the meat and potatoes of it, effectively. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, this would be a good start, but I think you'd still probably be like, eh. I mean, Whiskey Peak is amazing, but this is just me. Alabasta. Episode... I was thinking of episode 92, I think. Yeah, it's 92 to 130 was kind of what I was thinking. I mean, again, I think starting anytime around, like, 62 to 92 is a good place in general. 92 or something last time. Oh, okay, you did remember it. I mean, again, it's fully your choice. Again, as I said, like, there's 4 kind of, like, mini arcs. As I said, they're all under 10 episodes each, I think. Under 12, maybe. But they're all really, I mean, I would argue they're really enjoyable. Been watching Seventh Heaven since, you know, parents have come home. I remember binging that so much when I was, like probably, like, 15, 16 with my parents. Fun fact, if you had a year to spend $1 billion, you'd have spent $2.8 billion every day for 365 days straight. Oh. Sickly. Hi, Lily. My mom and dad are out of town tomorrow for work, so I can start it and watch it while I work on Ore Prototype 2. Yes. Do it. Where do you think you'll start? Do you think you'll start at 92? I'm just wondering for context, like, or do you think you might just start at 62? Either's fine. Because again, like, starting at 62 is basically like, you've skipped all of like the starting arcs for all of like your main characters, which is like Nami, Luffy, Usopp, Zoro, and Sanji. And Kobe, effectively. I think I'll start with 62. Okay. Do it. Remember Laboon, love Laboon. That's all I'm saying. Anyway. Because then I don't have to scroll to find 92. That is fully fair. That is heavy respect. Keep talking, random people.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure. You're not leaving me behind again.
Wouldn't dream of it. Otto.
Ugh.
Any word on the Royalist movement since I've been away?
Shouldn't you be putting your feet up? If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian.
Thank you. I will.
My lack of hearing made that sound so much worse than it was. Sorry, what? I muted myself, right? I pressed the mute button and everything. I like how I never pay attention to these conversations anymore. I'm like, too much dialogue.
The conquering hero returns. And with hardly a scratch on him.
Well, you know how it is.
May have picked up 1 or 2.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident physiker suggests that you picked up something more important. A scent. The scent of Waludas.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, he took them to his grave, as did his men.
I've come for your neck, and I was like, what? And then registered little adventures.
I've never seen such creatures in Storm before. The Waludas must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map?
What's with you and your map, girl?
The kingdom of Waloed claims dominion over all of Ash.
Is this
It
Bahamut?
is a nation forged
Which?
by the bloody conquest of
Oh,
Barnabas
Odin, that's
Tharn,
right.
the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Waloed shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Waloed? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waloed Standard.
I didn't think we
Odin
had.
will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot? In summary, I know not to what end the royalist betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion.
Skill check.
If
Roll a
one is
history
to cure
check.
a sickness, one must first
Oh, God.
identify the symptoms. And your Lord Emperor has volunteered to do
5.
just that by keeping an eye on the royalists.
I didn't do that well at history anyway.
He's really throwing himself into this.
Indeed he is. Which means
Adopt
all
my
that
New
remains for
Zealand
us to
friend.
do is
What?
await his reports.
Literal
Well,
wars shall
not
follow
quite
such an
all in your
insult.
case. The
Remember
people
nothing
the
at all. You don't even know
hideaway
what
must hear the
yesterday
news.
means. I don't,
Justice
honestly. I
has
was
been
that
done.
sick. I don't really remember much of
Hugo
yesterday,
Kupka
other than being
is
on
dead.
the phone for
The
like
wounds he
way
left
too
that
long.
night are still raw.
Nothing against my parents.
Especially
It was
for
just a lot of
those who
talking.
lived with Sid the longest.
Even then, I don't remember what happened.
Tell them
There was One Piece.
that those wounds
2
might
episodes.
finally begin to heal. Consider it the price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I am only human. And we are, all of us, sentimental animals at heart.
I
Facts.
suppose we are.
Alright.
Very well.
Lol, see.
I'll go and spread
Just
the word.
facts. Alright, cool. What are we doing now then? Gonna go check in on the other people. Woohoo! Yesterday we had D&D. I kept rolling solo for like everything but one thing, catching the captain's tricorn. Now I have a tricorn and I am happy. Yeah, I did read that. I'm very happy for you. Happy Hatmaster, I understand. Hells to the yeah.
Blackthorn.
I'm almost done
You
with
have a
phase 1
moment.
of Waterdeep Dragon Heist.
What is it? I'm busy.
But I keep having scheduling
to tell you
issues.
that-
Oh, that's fun.
Hugo Kupka is dead.
Kupka is dead, that motherfucking bitch ass. But
can't tell you.
Kupka is dead. I keep forgetting that everyone at this hideout has like a massive like grudge against him.
This is it then. A new
Because
beginning.
of obviously the stuff that happened 5 years prior, where they got like decimated. Because his girlfriend
Tried to knock
died,
the name.
and Sid's an idiot. Alright. That's the basic idea down. We'll see if I can translate it to paper. Yeah, I'm trying to include everyone because there is going to be a couple weeks off while I prepare for phase 2 of the campaign. Ah. Hopefully it happens, because honestly, scheduling's a nightmare.
Clive,
come seeking the gift of knowledge?
Scheduling is the reason why I struggle emotionally at doing any sort of planning with anyone.
Hugo Cooper is dead.
That's why I like streaming. Streaming, I don't expect anyone to turn up. Hell, no one could turn up. I would cry, but I wouldn't cry. I would definitely have a question of like, not even Philip? Like, what happened? But, like, y'all, none of you are expected to be here. But we're here anyway, because why not? Need some random Australian to talk to into your ears while you're, like, sitting at your desk, so why not me? That's my selling pitch.
Brilliant.
I can back her up on that. We still haven't met. Scheduling, she says. Oh my god, you're right. I still haven't played any more Final Fantasy. Don't get me wrong, I still want to play it. Don't you worry. I still, in my brain, I still make mental plans where I'm like, yeah, we'll play it. Meanwhile, it's been like 2 months. Yo, who is this person talking on my non-commentary video game stream? I don't know.
I need to know what he is.
Some random bitch, I'm sure.
Have you learned anything?
Alas, no. And not for want of trying. I have scoured nigh every historical tome in our collection and found nothing. Not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature never existed.
But I saw him. With my own eyes.
I don't doubt that you did.
It's hot.
Alas, it seems.
And I haven't played it as much recently. My CPU fan is dead at the moment. The other day, I literally could have boiled water on my computer while it was just idling. Daft, do you need a computer fan? I will give you money for a computer fan.
Whether the Ultima you met with,
I don't know how much a computer fan is, but why not? You decide, because I believe in individual choices. I read that as individual choking. I don't know why. Like, you have choking options. Like, don't listen to me, lol. My fan going. There we go. I didn't even listen to this guy. I probably should have. It didn't sound like anything interesting, but hey, you never know. I just need to make it a couple of weeks. I'm getting new fans when I get paid. Okay. Because I mean, if you ever need like a little donation.
Well, someone looks pleased with himself. It's true what I'm hearing then.
Nothing escapes you, Lady Karen. It's true. Kupka is dead.
Long live the Kupka!
No more looking over our shoulders then. Good. I'm starting to get a crick in my neck. Don't let it go to your head though.
Right.
Alright.
Let's see if Otto has anything else.
Oh wait. I gotta see if he has any better materials. I just need, nice hat. Yo, I love the hat. Thank you. It's a black and white hat.
Coin purse weighing you down.
Ooh. Better weapon, less. What is that? Magic? What is that? It's only up by 5 though. Like, is there any point to that?
Again. Oh,
wait, do I have? What's my potions
and
at?
What can I do for you?
No, never mind.
Finished, are you?
Maxed. Love to see it.
Back, are ya?
Look, not saying I'm fundraising for a new PC, but no, I get it. I need to do the same at some point. The enhancer. How much is it if you update it? Oh, okay, that's actually better. Okay, well let's go buy the other one then.
Fine.
So hot.
Is it business or pleasure?
That hat gives Hannah +3 agility to her armor set. Yes. Also +3 fire resistance, because I need to remember to wear it so I don't get sunburnt more.
You'll not find a better price than that.
I don't know, I was like looking in the mirror the other day and I just noticed how kind of like red it was on the top of my head. And I'm like, I really should be wearing a hat walking to and from work.
What do you need?
Now, admittedly, it's probably barely an hour in the sun. because I like walk in the shade and I walk
Should last you a good while.
yeah, I walk in the wild, like I walk in the shade, fire resistance, yeah. So it's nature's fire potion. That's true. I can throw shade at you whenever you want. Thanks, Lil. I always know I can depend on you. Yeah. Your even stronger sword, let's go. Wah, 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 wah. Alright.
And
Bye. New item, Hoodies.
And what can I do for you?
I just want to have a look
Go on,
one more
then.
time. So that's, yeah, that's just less in general. That's more. Okay.
You'll not find a better price than that.
I just realized it doesn't have the plus vitality though, so no.
Finished, are you?
I'm gonna look to see if I can upgrade it and then go from there.
back, are ya?
Goggles.
What do you want?
Sing me a song. Diamond van braces. I need white worm bone. Fuck. What's this one? A briar. Oh, that's right. I wanted to make these. Shit. Briar clamshells. That's right. I had to go walk around the open world. I haven't done that. I always want to try and concentrate on the main storyline. And honestly, I'd argue that I haven't done too badly. Kinda. Of, you know. What world do you want, Lil? That reminds me, I have to prepare something for Valentine's Day. Roll a d6 to determine the new world.
Just spread the word.
So, the professor's got a soft side, has
Two.
she?
Which one's
Never
two?
guessed.
No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news.
Ah, but you ain't told
As it should be.
everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway.
I still
who
love this
think more
background.
personally for knowing.
Oh,
Not least
wrong
of all
display
Sid.
though, sorry.
You should tell him.
There you go.
You're right. I should.
It just feels nice. It feels
I
cozy.
will.
I always forget I have the change
When you do,
background still
be sure to
apply
take me
like
with you.
applicable
She's been
on
going
stream.
at it
I still want to make it more of a thing.
Trying to do her father proud. I can't remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave.
It's sour apple flavor. I didn't know you could eat it, but okay.
Just it.
Good on you. Alright, where are we going? Oh, mid. Let's go to mid. Oh yeah, that's right. The lady had to recover. I wonder if my lady is better. Jill? Jill. My brain was like, June? Jill? Jill.
Think mid might need
What's this guy name you're playing as? I'm Clive. My character is Clive.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Okay, I have to stand at the same table, same side of the table. Got it.
All right, Clive. What do you want?
Something for
I'm going
V-Day.
to visit Sid, and
Yeah,
I
for
thought you might like to
stream.
come with me.
Sorry,
Not for
I'm too
anything
busy for all
else.
that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal.
Displacement stack. Here.
And this is for.
Only the fastest.
If I was
finest
guys,
ship the
actually,
world has
what I
ever
should be
seen.
saying, guys, I'm doing Valentine's Day accidentally. I asked, I noticed that one of my co-workers, I wanted to go out and get some like froyo with. And I realized, I was like, oh, she's doing like the end shift here along with this other person. I'll ask them both to go get some froyo after work. And then I realized that it was Valentine's Day. So I'm having some Valentine's friends with some friends. Sure. I don't know what language you speak, Daft, but I don't speak that one. For what it's worth, I did try to get you a date. You did. You did. Not that I need one for Valentine's Day itself. I need one for the rest of my life. This is not temporary, okay? It isn't Valentine's Day, not the end of World War II. Oh my god, that makes so much— That's D-Day, Lily! D-Day! Dick Day! Pay attention, alright? There's Dick Day and there's V-Day, okay? Fucking nerd. Fucker still hasn't replied to me, the bastard. Don't worry about him. It's alright. I like to convince myself, this is probably not wrong, but not right at all. I like to convince myself that I keep people away unintentionally so the right person will find me. Even though I bitch about how lonely I am. D-Day is in the end of World War II. D-Day. Yeah, it is. Well, when the French— well, it's the French landing. No, it's the British landing on French beaches. French bitches, am I right? Sorry.
The Enterprise.
Enterprise, eh?
Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely
Oh my
on
god,
the
it's
fickle
basically a
winds
Viking
to
ship.
drive them through the water.
Are they making an
Ours
airship?
is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood. And more heat than all the hells put together.
8 displacement stack,
Which
I
is
understand
where
that.
the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped
I have absolutely
shipwrights
no
into
idea.
putting the hull together
Anyway, so
for
I'm
me
getting
in a little
Furrier,
dockyard in
and that's gonna be fun.
But the stack's a
I'm
bit
looking
more
forward to
involved,
it.
so I'm building it here.
V-Day as in
Yes,
Victory
it's
Day,
so
ending the
involved
end
that
of World War
I'm
II,
running
at
behind
least
and it's starting to
its
hold
end
things
in
up
Europe.
over
Don't
at
know
the
about overall
shipyard.
end of it. D-Day is when the boys
I'll
went to
come and
France
see
to
my
kick
dad, though,
ass.
when I'm done.
Fuck
Whenever
yeah.
that is.
Yeah, no.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old
I would
Cloud.
argue that the
I
end
don't
of
think
World
you'd
War
say that.
II didn't
First things
technically
first,
end,
I need some
at least
parts
not for
making.
Germany, until the war came down.
The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine.
I don't care, mid.
The
Can we
helm
keep
over
going
the
with
top
storyline?
disperses all that heat into the air,
Right.
and the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
A full suit of armor, then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here.
What am I doing?
Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
Okay. One Piece? Oh my god. One Piece? One Piece? One
I
Piece?
can't make head nor tail of them.
Are you enjoying One Piece,
Okay.
Ashley?
You
I
don't need
sometimes, I don't know. I know, like, you haven't been watching it, like, all the time. Like, we have, so I don't know if you enjoy it. Not that, like... That's the funny thing about One Piece, is that you could just drop in and out and still see some funny parts and think, man, it's a good time. I don't have the time for all of this, but it looks like it's a good time. I'm enjoying it, it's just always when I'm falling asleep. Yeah. Okay. That's One Piece. Lily! Oh my god, I need a— Guys, I forgot about— I'm supposed to make the second quiz. I forgot about the quiz. Oh, fuck me. See, last time I did the quiz, I took notes as we went in the storyline. I forgot. Then we should start over so Ashley can catch up. No! It's okay, Han, don't worry. I mean, I could just do until the end of the arc. That'd be like 300... Yeah, it'd be like 300 episodes worth of info. Yeah, that wouldn't be too bad.
Blackthorn, can I ask a favor?
Out with it.
I love
It's
this
the
game.
mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. Spare myself the arseache. Go on then. What is it
Arseache?
this
Since when do
time?
you say arseache?
She said you would know. Here.
We're at episode 646. Don't lie, Lily. We're up to 366. Okay. Okay, I'm taking the hat off. It's too hot for a hat.
Krieger's teeth. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy though. And I'll need help. Get Gavinotto in here, will you?
allow it. Thank you. I didn't realize I needed your permission, but thank you. I don't know what episode we're on, but Lily said that, and I was like, nah, I don't believe it. See, you're paying attention. You're paying attention enough.
Again, ain't she? Typical. Still, if that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave, I'll do what I can.
And, what is it we need to do, exactly?
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual sword grade steel won't work.
Oh my god. Why am I... Guys, I know this is world building, and it's probably gonna be really important for our final battle somewhere, but I want to kill bitches. I want boss fights. Please. You know, I was curious. How far through the game does it say I am? Out of the shadow. No, I mean out of the entire game.
Work cut out already. You'll have to fetch
So
it.
how do you like the world map?
There's a special kind of sand I'm after.
In this game? Or in society?
They call it. As for the rest of the stuff, my
Too hot for the hat. Maybe it's just you're too hot for the hat.
Just needs buying and bringing back here.
Yeah.
We'll get
Yes
it
to
done quickly
both.
if it's
Sure, why not?
One of us should probably give you an hand collecting the sand.
Right. I have such a
you'll
hard
take
time
over
reading
and get the
books
rest
in
from the
games
supplier.
because I want to play the game, not read books. I love the idea of it. It's just that, especially while streaming, I'm like, sorry. Fucking... All the political info and moving and shaking. Okay. Okay. Listen. Quasical. Here's the story, okay? I understand why they did it this way, okay? I understand why they did the whole maps and like different elements of that storyline. I do like the fact that they seemingly acknowledge the little context they give you throughout the storylines sometimes. Is reinforced by you have the active time lore button. It's almost like they were like, yes, we did stack way too much lore into this game and didn't have enough time to properly lay it out for you. So here's the active time lore button where you can kind of gain some understanding for yourself. The first lot of the game, see ya, Aelin. The first lot of the game, not showing a proper landmark in mud. Like why doesn't the map at least have names across it or something? Like, I don't know. Like, for the first half of the game, I was like, which country's Sembrique? Is it to my north? Is it to my south? Do we care? No. Anyway, I once sat down and read every book available in Elder Scrolls. You're a true man, Daft. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise, okay? Quote me on that. I can't read Skyrim books, I have to look them up afterwards. I don't mind Skyrim books. I think I've read a decent amount of Skyrim books. Not all of them, but I think I've done an okay job. This reminds me of when I joined Dragon Quest XI, told my friends I'd join them after the next cutscene. The next cutscene lasted an hour. God. More is important. King Edward Enjoyer. Anyway. In terms of the wider world, I can understand why they did everything like this within Final Fantasy XVI, because it is very much a storyline that it's a very in-depth storyline that I can appreciate. And once you're a good like 30% way of the through, maybe a bit more than that, you start understanding the capacity of like the depth of the game. It gets you like, it takes a good like 30% of the way through, which was maybe like what it took me like maybe like 20 hours maybe 15-20 hours to get to that point where I was like, oh my god, there's so much to this game, and I appreciate that. Is it perfect? No. Do I enjoy these kind of like random extra storyline stuff? Not really. Side quests a little lame, not a lot to them, but I can understand. Gav, Otto, Gav or Otto. You know what? I haven't had Otto travel with me.
Otto, you're with me.
Let's do it, Otto.
All right then.
I don't know what we're
Where do we
doing.
find this stardust?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy.
Otherwise, it's alright.
And I'm guessing you'll be needing sackcloth.
They don't call me Long Dick Johnson for nothing. They also don't call me that at all. That's true. I appreciate
I'll
you.
head down.
I appreciate
See
you,
about finding us
Ashley.
a wagon.
All right.
Oh.
I'll meet you by the river.
You two take care, eh? I'll go and see the supplier.
Just don't let the
See you,
bastard-
Gav.
He wouldn't do that. He's Blackthorn's mate. Isn't he?
Best of luck.
Yay. Yes. Do I think there was a better way of doing it? Maybe there was a way, but honestly, this game is fairly comprehensive already. I can understand how they kind of fumbled a little bit with the execution, but otherwise was really well-meaning in terms of like the storyline and everything they kind of wanted to get out of it. So, you know, like honestly, it's pretty good. Side quests. He's Blackthorn's mate. Ooh woo. Good night, BRB. Good night, Lol.
Good day to you.
Good night, good night. That's weird. Otherwise, I love this game. I still love this game. The fact that it has so much depth makes me appreciate it so much more. Like, it's so well thought out. The sufferings of not just the main characters, but of the wider world and of, like, minorities and as well as regular people is so well thought out. It's so profound.
So it may be no more than a surfeit of nerves. Given what I hope you'll forgive me calling your nose for trouble,
Of course.
Excellent. You might begin by speaking with the good citizens of Lostwing.
All right.
Good day, we're going off the ways. Good day, I wish I knew a way. Good day.
Let's see what the people of the village have to say.
Get out of here.
I'd better find out if this is
Hi,
just
Torgal.
nerves or something we need to take more seriously.
God, it's still so hot. No, or... I don't think it's gonna get any cooler, guys. Sing me song. You're the piano man. Guys, I've decided what game we're playing next, depending on how long it takes for me to finish this game. Which, I mean, considering I'm doing a side quest right now, might be a while.
There's talk of
No, but I've heard something.
Where was that?
In Lawbert's was out foraging for herbs. Ran back here as quick as me legs would.
I see.
Got it. Some sort of beast, I see.
Lawbert's Pass is our best bet then.
Oh.
What do you say, Torgal?
I didn't have to talk to
Shall
anyone
we go
else.
and investigate?
Let's go, doggo. Demon Souls Pog. No! Though, that is a good point. I was gonna text my dad. I was gonna text my dad some video. I keep telling him how I wish he would buy me video games. Because obviously any video games he buys me are like an eventual, like in a weird sort of way, because I stream him, it's like, it helps the business, effectively. And he just, Dad gave us the new frying pan. Thanks, Dad. But I thought I was gonna get the new frying pan for my birthday, so now I have to come up with something new for my birthday, and I'm like, I don't know. Yuri gave me a PS5, so, more PS5 games, please. Final Fantasy Rebirth. I wasn't planning on buying Final Fantasy Rebirth immediately, so if my dad buys it for me, not too bad. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, as well as Demon Souls, were the two games I was gonna send him. I've had games gifted to me, can't fucking play them because of Specs and Fan. Oh god, yeah. Cursed enough, really. Should be good fun.
You there?
We'll get there. We need to play through Remake first. That's why I'm not worried about it.
Before they escape.
Do you really think you can defeat me?
Shields. Here.
This is an odd place for him.
What the hell are you doing here?
What is it to you? Not that we give a damn. All that matters to us is that you don't leave here alive.
Why are they talking?
Over here! Get him!
Come on, other guy. You can attack too while I'm fighting. You can do this, man. I believe in you. Nah, it doesn't want to. There's more? But yeah, Final Fantasy VII looks really comprehensive. Like the rebirth from what I've seen. It's actually kind of insane.
This one.
Get him, dogger.
Get him. Stay down. This one.
No, I've decided, again, it depends how long this game takes for me to finish. I'm hoping to finish it this week. I really am. I don't know if I will, but I'm hoping to. But the plan is to finally finish Ace Attorney. Because I haven't played the third game of Ace Attorney. And I've been watching some of the Game Grumps play the second Ace Attorney game at the moment, and I'm like, I really need to go back and play the third one. So I think that's what we'll do. But again, that's very dependent on how long the rest of this game takes. Because in my brain, this game's almost done. Even though it very likely might not be. There's a very strong possibility that this game still has another 2 weeks. Depending on how long it takes me to do certain things. Not sure. Not sure in the slightest. What else is there? Cause, you know, like, obviously at the moment, because I chose to play Final Fantasy 16, like, I don't have the time to play through all of Final Fantasy Remake and then do Rebirth. Especially if I still want to do, like, my collectathon games in March, which I can't even remember if I still want to do or not. I still keep questioning whether I should do it.
I like shields. The Empress's former bloodhounds, though
Former,
they serve
still.
another master now. One who means to root out and destroy both me and those I care for. And it would appear the pack has finally caught the scent of its prey. Damn it all.
I like who was like, I need to speak in metaphors for this.
More timed, and bite back we shall.
I'm sorry. You're going to need to explain. Who did the Black Shield serve now? And why would that person want you dead?
Because I want him dead.
Who?
The former Lord Chief Justice of Sanbreque. All that I have built here is for him.
I don't understand. Why him? Why Lostwing?
I suppose it is better that you know the truth.
10,000 years
I was a
ago,
member of the
fucked this guy.
So sickened was I by the injustice
And then he
of this
hated me
world,
for it. So.
I swore to fight it. And fight it I did, in my own small way.
Anyway.
I saw more than a few corrupt officials condemned to the very cells into which they had thrown blameless innocents. Men to whom the law was but... And throughout, it was the Lord Chief Justice who backed me, who was my one true ally in the quest to see justice done.
So what changed?
I discovered that he hunted bearers for sport. I was a fool to think he shared my hatred of venality and vice. His support for me was no more than a facade, a means of ridding himself of his rivals, a mask to hide the rot beneath. I filed suit against him immediately. His response, however, was rather more visceral. He had my entire family slaughtered.
Woo!
And he faced no
Roma.
punishment whatsoever. I lost everything. The faith I had once held that any modicum of justice might be achieved through the courts. So I set about enacting my own. I tracked down every soul who served him and slit their throats myself.
Damn.
But the man himself proved an altogether more difficult target.
Well, that's related correctly.
And so
You know how
I
it
saw
is.
that I would need an army of my own. I came here to Lostwing and began.
Everyone.
Of course. They too have lost loved ones to the bearer hunt, seen faultless friends sent to the gallows to spare the guilty. All under the watchful eye of the Lord Chief Justice. Our wounds are the same. And our cause is the same. We are comrades. We know where he hides. What we did not know until now, however, was that his plans may already be in motion too.
Quentin.
Our time is short. He may move against us at any moment. And
Let's do it.
my
Fuck him
friends
up.
and comrades, it begins. Make ready for war.
I like the idea that all these guys were like ready for this. Like they were all queued in. Oh, quest complete. Sorry, what? I don't think I finished a quest.
I'm not going to change his mind.
Wait, so is the entire place empty now? Oh no.
That his lordship's vultures should be found circling the village can mean only one thing. That he means to strike at us before we can strike at him. There is no time to lose. The final stage of our plan must be put into
So
motion.
sorry that I'm coughing. I was not coughing before. I guess talking and saying funny things is more painful than I thought. Anna, hey Scar, how you doing? How's crack-a-lackin'? Oh god.
The most fragrant herbs and spice.
Gone, just like that. And without so much as a by your leave.
What's the matter?
It's my apprentice. He up and vanished while my back was turned. I'd go and look for him myself, but I've got a bakery to run. A bakery that's now short one pair of hands. Loath though I am to rely on the kindness of strangers, I'm at a loss. Please, will you see if you can find him?
Alright, buddy.
I'll see what I can do.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was off somewhere mooning at Drake's Fang. He used to work there, you see.
All right.
Okay, yeah, we're going around. I love a sign at this guy's store. It just says bread or something, right? Once you go flat, never go back. Okay, where am I going? This way.
Where did all the men of the rock go?
Yeah, I'm a little sick at the moment. But aside from that, it's alright. I'm just excited to play more video games. Again, I do have to end stream early, but that's okay. I like how my bird just spawned in the completely wrong spot there. Jogo bo wo watch him go. Jogo bo wo ba da bo. Choco bo oh bra ba da dum. It's a chocobo looking for her yo. Steel silk. Dee 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 dee. Is it over here? Did I go the right way? Yep, yes. Yeah, just a little further. Okay. I'm back. Welcome back, Ashley. Also, toasters suck. Why? What's wrong with a toaster? Toasters are so cool. I had some toaster this evening.
Mother Crystal.
The Mother Crystal. I read that as the bloody croissant. I'm like, yeah. Alright, where's the kid? Is he dead or is he dead? If a dude goes missing, it'll be for your head. I'm sorry. In this game, I don't have a lot of hope for people. Oh, there he's alive! Okay. Being alive or not. Wow. Monster Hunter Wilds is gorgeous.
Excuse me.
What do you want?
The baker sent me to find you.
I am a sorry, selfish sod, aren't I? Certainly not a baker. Master must have rue the day he took me in.
He cares about you, so...
Time was the sight of the fang used to calm my nerves. But now look at her.
I take it you missed the Mother Crystal.
I hated her, but she was all I knew. Worked her mines for years. And when she shattered, part of me shattered with her. I had to trade my pickaxe for a rolling pin. But I'm no good at baking. Every loaf I touch collapses. My bread's as hollow as I am. She was the only thing that could fill the hole inside me. I loved her, damn it. Now she's gone. She's never coming back.
I love the consequences of your actions. Wow, this game loves to like put the consequences of action. Express yourself.
Perhaps you could express yourself in your work. If you miss the fang, maybe you could recapture it somehow.
Recapture it? I'm a baker, not a...
You can make a bread.
You know.
And then like cave out the center a little bit.
Just be right. What a fool I've been! I have to get back to the bakery right away.
What?
Thank you. Thank you, my friend.
Remember to properly make your bread. Eyes. If it's lying flat, like maybe more yeast, a bit more water. I don't know. I definitely feel like there's a better option here. You just helped this guy so much, apparently. Felt inspiration, and here he is. Let's see how he went.
The finest fabric.
The most fragrant herbs and spices.
Ah, there you are. The man who lit a fire under my wayward apprentice. Though I worry you might have stoked the flames a little too high. He damn near ran me down trying to get to my oven.
Master, it's ready. Behold the Drake's Balm. A truly unique creation.
I dare say it is.
Buttholes!
Just look at it. A perfect likeness of the Fang herself. Her steeple peaks, her fulsome spurs.
I think
her
this guy...
hollow.
Excuse me,
True,
sir.
My loaves collapse more often than not, but what's the Fang without her crater? Why, no Fang at all. And look, inside. She's filled to bursting with a bounty
Guys,
of
I don't know how
crystals.
okay this
Salt
is.
Crystals! Master, I have found my purpose.
Yeah, okay.
Well, if it tastes half as unique, not only is my apprentice back, but he's finally pulling his weight. With any luck, I might even have a new delicacy on my hands. I don't know how you did it, but you have my thanks.
Money. Nice. The innuendos aren't helping. I know, right? Use your loaf. Thank you, game. Thank you. I'll try to remember to use my loaf in the future. Anyway, level 33. Thanks for the bread, my good sir.
It would make a fine.
Yeah. Innuendos definitely were making that a tad weirder. She's filled to bursting. You know how it is. Gotta get that...
Looks like I found the river.
Girl filled.
Where's Otto?
Anyway, video games. Woo! Oh, this is the guy, right? Otto.
Otto, sorry I'm late.
Oh, Clive. I had a quick scout about, and I reckon this area's our best bet. Seems Blackthorn's the only one who thinks smithing with his Stardust stuff's a good idea. It's just lying here, waiting for any old fool to fill his boots.
But unlike any old fool, you thought to bring a wagon.
Well spotted. No.
I'll get Phil. Lily would know. Lily would know. Alright. What am I looking for?
So this is Stardust. It just looks like black sand to me.
Definitely Stardust. Don't question it. It's shiny. It's shiny like my soul. And more up here. Over here? Hello? Nope. Ah, here we go. I do really like the atmosphere in this game, but I definitely wish that it felt like there was something more in the world. I don't know. Like, there's some chests in the world, but not a lot. Like, definitely not enough for me to be like, yeah, this is worth, like, going out for. Other than the monsters, monsters are great. I think the monsters are really cool. Pay attention to that, but... By the way, thank you.
How much did you get?
Enough. I hope.
More than me. Put it all together and I can't see Blackthorn complaining. Much. Here's Clive.
Cool. Yeah,
Fancy a
cool.
walk?
I wish I was cool. Please work harder, fan. Anyway. Spends half an hour per spot separating the black stardust frames from the normal sand. Yeah. It's time for the night for me. Have a good rest of the stream. Have a good night's sleep, house. Take care. Sleep well.
Idiot. The way you've carried on.
See you tomorrow. All the days.
When we first met, I had you down as a spoilt little puppy who enjoyed nothing more than biting the hand that fed you. But 5 years on, you're the one doing the feeding.
Oh, thanks,
Otto.
Otto.
Proving me wrong.
You weren't wrong. But I changed. Thanks to Sid. And thanks to you. When I suggested taking on his name, you were the first to back me. And if you hadn't, no one else would have. I couldn't have done any of this without you, Otto.
Yo, give over. You're making me blush.
God bless.
All I did was choose hope over despair. I gave you a chance, yes, but you're the one who took it. You took a rabble of homeless, hopeless outcasts and put them back on their feet. Gave them something worth fighting for, just like the old Sid did. About time I was heading back, I reckon. All this scrabbling about in the sand's taken its toll on the old pins.
Pins? You mean your, like, legs?
I'll see you back at the hideaway then.
I don't know if I'd call my legs pins,
You can take
exactly.
a well-earned rest when you get there.
I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense in
Oh,
terms of, like, the shape. If you think the top of it is, like, your
But I'll
ankle.
make sure Blackthorn gets his precious black sand before I put my feet up. He'll only moan otherwise.
Hey, Tom. I drove home. Drive safely. Hopefully don't... No, Tap, it's okay.
Ready to go
Drive
home,
home
boy?
safely. Remember, you can still report them because they're literally committing crimes. Remember that. Because they're literally committing crimes. Okay? You're fully justified if you go against the system. Rebel against the system! I'm fine. Love you, Tab. Gorgeous. Dog going well today? Yes. Yes. She had to pick up the car on the way home, because obviously the car was broken. Yeah, no, I think she had a pretty good night, I think. Well, she's not here, but in general, she's good.
Blackthorn. Got everything you need.
Can I skip this dialogue? I don't believe it's important, it's just a glorified sad quest.
It'll take some time, mind.
They're working on making a giant boat, which will probably be used in the final battle. Or it's being used to take me to Storm, which is Waylude, I don't know, Waylude, guys.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
Yeah. Alright, back to mid, I guess. What else is going on? I'm trying to think of anything else interesting that's happening. I say that, there's always something interesting happening. Adara was telling me about how apparently, well, like, she read an article that was talking about how they had a different, like, directory person in Marvel the last couple of years, and because the last couple of years have kind of been going badly for Marvel products, they've switched back to the old person. So hopefully the Marvel universe will start kind of fixing itself over the course of the next year, so it'll be really interesting to see what comes out of Marvel within the next year.
If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased
It's
to
like
hear
saying
that
hi to
Brad
everyone when
Thornton
she's not
started
here.
work on the plating.
I'm always like, is she watching? And the answer is always.
So, what's next?
The helm, of course.
I just realized I'm supposed to be
For
on my
this,
screen.
we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Salvage from the ruins. I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need.
What?
What's
Love
the name
that.
back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's the name?
Right.
Hi, what's his name? Helena.
Oh, Sid, is this about the helm?
Yes. Mid said I should speak with you.
I'll show you the plans then. Here you see the mithril engine in
Why?
which mithril
Why
is
is this
burned to
important?
generate
Should
heat.
I be remembering
That
this
heat
or
is
not?
then harnessed to now. Were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat
Why would they
buildup
put this in
far
a
exceed
game?
the
I
displacement
don't
coefficient of
understand.
the plating. In other words, the
They're so
reactor
pretty,
would overheat
especially
and
Clive. I miss
eventually
Sid. Do you
This is
remember
where
how
the helm
attractive
comes in.
Sid was?
It
He
connects
was
to the plating, you see,
so
and
gorgeous.
serves as a sort of. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of
Thermophilic?
heat far above
Oh,
anything
right.
we are
They
able
love
to make
that
today.
thermo.
And
Am I
not
right?
only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood.
Oh, they sound good.
If sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would tear the ship from stern to...
Alright.
I understand. Mid said we might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass, near Lostwing. The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner. You see, a certain unwanted visitor has taken up residence there. It's
That's
no longer
fine,
a
let's
matter of just walking in
go.
and taking them. It's, going to be considerably more dangerous than that.
I see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visitor for you. Would that help?
Oh, very much. Thank you, Sid. I'll gather my team and head there right away. We'll meet you outside the ruins.
I was really hoping we'd get into the meat of this, Oh, look, Lorbit Pass. That's where I was just before. I should have kept doing the main storyline, and then I would have ended up there anyway. She'd be right. Are you thermophilic? No. I'm just burning alive right now.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
Oh yeah, they're preparing for war still. Don't commit any crimes, okay? Don't recommend. Which way am I going? I mean, I guess I have to go around anyway. Good night, Alda. I'll be nice, I promise. Probably. The next time Lily comes into chat, I'm like, bitch, you gorgeous. Still counts. South? South.
Ready? We leave at once.
So this way? Or is this underneath? Okay, I need to go up. There we go. Where? Should be able to ride my chocobo through here, right? Hello. Oh, maybe I have to go through the doors first. Hell yeah. Be gangster. Eat food. That's gangster, guys. Don't ask questions. It's totally gangster. Uh-oh. Da 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 da. Oh god, I forgot about the plants. Vampire thorn. Sure, man. Boing. Boing. Nice. It's nice seeing my progression with the game, with the fact that I actually like have these like moments where it's like, oh yeah, I'm strong. Hey guys, what's up? Oh, Helena.
Oh, there you are, Sid. Thanks so much for coming. The, ruins are just over there, as is the creature I told you.
Of course.
Time to kill shit. What am I killing? I didn't actually pay attention to anything she said. Probably like a griffin or something, right? Hello. Isn't Chocobo Final Fantasy animal? Yeah, this is Final Fantasy, man. We're playing Final Fantasy 16. Oh. What are these guys?
This must be our unwanted visitor.
Time to go. Da 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 da. I know it may be hard to believe that this is Final Fantasy, but it is indeed Final Fantasy. Ow. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god.
This one.
I've forgotten how to fight. Okay. Okay.
All yours, Torgal.
Yeah. Ow.
Over here. This one.
Ah, I got it.
Over here.
Yeah! Eviscerate!
Go, Torgal. Now, Torgal.
Okay, are we stuck?
Go, Torgal. Get him.
What's this? How am I supposed to dodge this? Why can't I go any further? Okay, we're fine. Don't even worry about it.
Over here. Get him.
Evaporate! Beautiful. Oof. Hi, Daft. How's a crack-a-lackin'? How's the food? Have you eaten some good food today? I highly recommend. I had some nice food today. I got myself a chicken toasty from work.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well,
also, the croissants were past their acceptable selling time, so I got a free almond croissant.
Right.
We love that.
I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
Had a good time. I have an early shift again tomorrow, which again is kind of nice because it means that even if I have to wake up early and get to work, it means that once I'm at work, I can kind of just keep chugging. I'll get home later, I can relax, it'll be great. God, it's hot. It's so annoying, I keep thinking, tomorrow at least will be better. No, it won't. Tomorrow will not be better. I have to keep waiting until the next tomorrow. They're done? They don't need me anymore? Got it. I was wondering though, if I went back to, not here, if I went back over here. Yeah. I just want to look for a certain item, see if I can pick it up. Ba-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You know what the good thing about the last couple of days though is that it's been kind of like that dry heat. It hasn't been humid. Humid is like insufferable because you know that it's just not gonna do anything for the most part. That dry, like nice hot heat though is weirdly bearable. I don't know. It's such a weird thing to basically be like, yeah, this is horrible, but this is fine. Like, how do I have two sides of the story and yet one is acceptable? Alright, there's some items here, right? Okay, magic ash. Here? Briar clamshells. Those were the ones I wanted, right? Shit. Wait. I need 2 more. Okay. Let's hope I can find it. Where should I go? Maybe this way. Ugh. At least the cookie does crumble, guys. Don't even forget. The cookie did crumble. I'm having so much fun writing my book at the moment, guys. I think the fun thing about writing a book is that once you have a plan, right, in place, you know, like every day I try to do a little bit of writing, but every single day I might be in a slightly different mood. But like throughout like the entirety of the story, like I actually have the capacity to, like, depending on whatever mood I'm in, I can be like, you know what, I'm in this mood, so I'm gonna go do this. Or, man, I'm in this mood, so maybe I'll write this. What's this giant ass bison over here? Bighorn. Right. I just want this. Thank you. See you later, buddy. You think he's gonna get me? Oh, he's coming. Oh, he's coming.
Get him.
Sorry, buddy. Oh, out of aggro. I didn't know that was like an aggro field. I mean, it kind of makes sense, but that guy literally just turned tail. Okay, I think that's all I needed for that, so. Book? What are you writing? Ashley, you know I'm writing a book, don't you? Surely. I've mentioned it like 1,000 times. Apparently it is 24 degrees right now. Hi, Estanium. What? No. Okay. Ashley doesn't know I'm writing a book. Okay, well, we're gonna have to explain this. Estania! Estania, for your information, I'm planning on going back and playing Ace Attorney the 3rd after this game. I'm planning on going back and doing Ace Attorney the 3rd game soon. Just as an FYI. Anyway, what are you writing? Okay. How do I explain what I'm writing? I want to explain something first, actually. The whole idea around, like, I'm writing a story around, like, the idea of, like, a blood moon. I came up with that idea before I got to that point in Critical Role, just for reference. Okay, I sketched out this entire idea before I got into Critical Role. it's just funny because now it's like, oh yeah, Critical Role has like weird things. It's obviously not identical in any capacity. It's just funny to me.
Has recovered the material for the helm.
Yeah, Wednesday is supposed to be 19. That'll be amazing.
Another job well done.
Tomorrow's supposed to be 37. God, I need to remember a hat tomorrow. 27 to 29 kilometers per hour wind. Oh my god. It does seem to be an Ace Attorney season. I was watching Rightworth Animatics Corinthus, started replaying the game, Gaming Grumps replayed it, and I'm 100% not complaining. Well, Adara and I are watching the Game Grumps play the second season. So, and I was like, you know what? I feel like I should get back into it, get it done. It'll depend when I finish this. I'm hoping to finish this at the end of by the end of the week, and then I can like go ham. I guess. And then I can start doing that. But third game is so good. I'm 100% sure that is the truth. Because I remember, I don't know, it's just nice having like also like a reminder to it. Anyway, okay. Yeah, Critical Role does that to me all the time. Okay, let's pretend I don't care about what's being said in game right now. Because they keep talking about a ton of belabbled shit. Alright, so my book. How do I give you the premise of my book in the most plainest way? Trying to explain my book is so difficult, I swear. First, ignoring Gant. Third, second is my preferred order. Gant? Like the bad guy? In the second game? Wait, I might be missing something. Okay, so the book actually. The main premise is that in a world where everyone has like a secret ability that they aren't aware of, okay? Which is called bloodlines. It's a bloodline ability. Some bloodlines are hereditary, but most of the time they are random and may not even correlate to what your parents might have or what your kid has, whatever. And the main premise is that our main character, who's in charge of an orphanage, activates her bloodline at the height of the full blood moon, okay? Now, the blood moon in this specific instance, though, is not a sign of, it's not just a, it's not a normal occurrence. It is actually a magical related occurrence that is aligned with the god's will, effectively. Which professes times of change, rebellion, you know, like the things to come. It's a bad omen for kings, effectively. So the kings all on the kind of like, shut the fuck up. Powers are called bloodlines. Your actual bloodline does nothing to dictate your bloodline. Yes, but it's the bloodline. It's in your blood. The fifth case that was way too long and took forever in the first game and should be disregarded when generating an opinion of the game as a whole. That's fair. That was a good DLC though. I remember really liking that DLC. Maybe it was a bit long, but I remember at least enjoying it. Anyway. Just go with me, Daft. Come on, man. I'm too far in. What else would I call it? Blood vein? Do you want me to call it blood vein instead of bloodline? Blood vein activated? It's a bloodline. I love it. Actually. I have 29,000 words written, which is almost a third of the book, probably. Because I'm aiming for around 100,000 words. Probably be a little more, but that's what I'm aiming for currently. Cool, ancestry. But again, it's not ancestry. It's just the blood. Like, when I say bloodline, I mean the blood itself. It is the blood in your veins that is activated. Like, not, like, actual hereditary element. Well, but there is people, and then there's code vein. People would be all over your ass. That's true. What was I saying? Shit. Hippocrates.
Hippocrates, do you have the moment?
I just call it blood ability. Cause that sounds lame. Your blood ability? Bloodline. Sounds way cooler, right? I don't know. I don't like the sound of a blood ability. Blood ability makes it sound like your ability is blood itself, and I have a character that already has that, so it doesn't count. I actually wrote a 40k word story back in high school called Dread Island, where a group of adventurers sail across the ocean into an island. That sounds amazing. Very familial. Then why not call it their ability? What? Often a director activates their powers on a blood moon. Yes. So what happens is God, how do I explain this? So the instigating, the thing is that her bloodline activates, so with these different abilities, everything is activated by a particular trigger, but that trigger is random for every single person and you never know what it's going to be, okay? It could be looking up at the sun for the first time, and, you know, you get it when you're like 3, you could get it when you're 80, when you accidentally stub your toe on a particular rock. It activates at very random moments. And you don't always know what the ability is. You know when you've triggered it. You don't know, like, you innately know when you've triggered it, but you don't know, you don't always know what the ability is until you've obviously, like, used it up effectively. Maybe, actually, no, that's probably a better way of thinking of it. You might not always know exactly the cause of, like, what triggered it, but, obviously at some point you end up using the ability and you're like, shit. Anyway. Very silly comedic story for whatever reason. That's the only style I write well in. I'm much the same with my drawing. Huh. Maybe I should think about that. It's just a certain eloquence to it. Bloodborne or blood power? I mean, Bloodborne would be alright, but I guess in the game, the reason I don't use blood is because at the word blood, I correlate to a lot of different things, and bloodline is a very specific element related to someone else who has the actual ability to control blood versus the blood moon versus, you know, there's a lot of going on. Stream stopped. Yay! I'll take this moment to blow my ears. Congratulations, VOD. Blow my nose. Congratulations, VOD watchers.
You need a hand, do you?
We do. Market for the ingredients. I could do some help.
I hope that was delicious for you guys.
Some company too.
Listen, if the internet's not connected, they'll never know. Okay?
Always. Well, if Jill's
It's nice that now that whenever it disconnects, I can still see chat. Like, chat doesn't just stop entirely. I can still see it, like, unraveling. Oh, there we go. We're connected again! Man, I can't talk about my story. Can't talk about my story. Oh, God. Oh, why is there more talking? This is the most boringest part of the entire game and in my existence. Oh my god, Jill or Taya? Well, I feel like I should choose Jill, but I haven't had Taya travel with me yet. Jill, I love you. You look amazing, but
alright.
I haven't had Jill go on a side quest with me yet, so.
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list.
Hi, welcome back. What was I saying? There's a very specific instance between, like, having, like, a blood ability and then, like, having a bloodline and then the ability of the blood versus, like, the blood moon stuff. I use blood for a lot of different terminology, so it kind of makes more sense to tack it onto something than do anything else.
Well, isn't that convenient? I was hoping to be able to make a trip over that way sometime soon. Need to speak to an old acquaintance. I'll meet you there.
Okay.
Right. Stay safe.
Oh, God.
See you later, Clive.
See you, Jill. I love you, my wife. Why won't... If they don't kiss by the end of this game, I'm gonna strangle something. I want them to kiss. Strangle Clive and be like, Clive, please! For my fanfiction dreams. Anyway. Where am I going? Make for the North Reach markets. Oh yeah, we've been there. And when and if I give a shit over your writing, it's an interest of getting you to try and critically examine and justify the way you do things. If you can't convince us, the public is worse. I'd rather not think of it that way. I have a friend who does that already, and every time I have to be like, I don't have any eliminators, like what do you want me to do? I don't have an answer to everything, okay? And also, it's my story. It doesn't have to be perfect. Alright, does the entirety of the Tolkien series make sense? No, okay? Who knows what Tolkien was doing? But he wrote hella good of shit. And even then, people loved the Silmarillion.
Why don't you take the garlic and the pepio nuts?
Sure, I'll take any nuts. Sorry. I don't know what she was talking about.
What do you want?
Yes, it all does make sense. Well, my story will make even more sense.
And?
You don't have to worry, man. I have a comprehensive written out story, okay? It doesn't have to make full sense, it's just the innate way of the world that it is. It's just, it is what it is.
Ah, yes.
It is what it is, what it is, what it is, what it is.
Hopefully Ty is finished too.
Can I like jump over this fence? I don't think I can I? Ooh, I can. I love the music in this area. Anyway. Bloodline.
Did you find everything?
And as I said, some of it is hereditary, not all the time. I mean, if you think about it, right? The same thing kind of happens with the weirdness of My Hero Academia, I'm pretty sure. Real life often makes no sense. Writing can have its freedoms. Exactly. Anyway.
Garlic and pepio nuts. Job done.
Alright.
We should get this.
Alright, I'm gonna try to Okay, Ashley, I need your intense, sleep-deprived brain attention right now, okay? I'm going to try and explain my entire storyline for the first book, just the first book. Within about, let's say 2 minutes, okay? We're gonna try and do it. In 2 minutes, okay? Alright, we got this. Alright, this is... God, I have to figure out, I have to think about this so hard. If I can't accurately describe this within 2 minutes, it either means it's a really good storyline that's that comprehensive, or I'm not doing a good enough job. Quickly before I lose my attention. Okay, ready, steady, go. The story begins with Rain, who's in charge of an orphanage. And as a part of the orphanage, it's actually funded by the king, and thus they have to go to church all the time because within the kingdom itself, they are mainly a monotheism, which is bad for the sun god. So they have to go to church all the time. Anyway, so in the wake of like the blood moon, she hears a random statement called "When the blood moon maiden awakes at death." And she's like, what the fuck is that? Anyway, they get to the Blood Moon Day, and she's actually stabbed by the Sanguine Stars. The Sanguine Stars are a rebel group within the city, the capital that she lives in, Solgard, that are trying to go against the king and bring him down. They went around, because they only had that statement out of the entire thing, the Blood Moon Maiden awakes at death. They end up trying to just kill random people on this night in hopes that they awaken the person, who ends up being the main character. She is furious, gets upset, goes and gets help from someone who works at a star temple, which, as I said, they're not really a religion, as they are a belief system where they believe in the stars and the astrology behind it. They go to the star temple so that she can find what her destiny is supposed to be in the stars, rather than for what other bitches are supposed to be telling them what to do. When the king actually has the star temple destroyed, they have to end up going to the sun temple inside Solgard in order to grab the elements that they need so they can get her prophecy stolen. But inside the sun temple, they find Apollo, who is the sun god chosen. And he's been trapped in there for the last like several years because the king has actually been trying to control the element of religion so he can push his ideals around, wanting to go to war with the offending kingdom. and they release him and help him out. That was 2 minutes. That was 2 minutes. That was 2 minutes. But to add on that, to finish that properly, so they release Apollo, who's the sun god chosen. They go to back to the Star Temple, manage to get the prophecy told, and she finds out she's supposed to defeat the king, and she's like, fuck that, I'm leaving the country. And that's the end of the first book. I'm home. Yay! Well done, Tab. Thank you. Well done. Ellie Tab. Love you. Doing great. I should drink. That kind of seems good. I'm really excited about it because obviously you hear stories about like having a monotheism is bad, and I think it's a lot of fun because I know, because I like most of my childhood has been like attending church and religion and stuff like that, and like being like hypercritical of it. It's a lot of fun looking at like the religion and being like the religious elements of it and trying to like think about how, you know, how it's bad, because obviously the king has control over the narrative of what religion is being taught. Chat is cute. Yeah, go shower. It's fucking hot. I don't know if it's hot there, but if it's hot there, it must be hot here. So, God, what else is there? Did I miss anybody? I did miss mentioning that Kel is her like daughter figure. So out of the orphanage, there's like 11 kids. I'm questioning it now. Is it 11? I just forget if it's 11 or 13. 11. Let's say 11. Kel is the one of the first children that Rain sort of raised more herself. And she can turn into a rabbit. Kel watches Rain die, and so when she's resurrected because of her bloodline activating, she like tries to stick by her side throughout all of it. So that's another little thing. We love Kel. She's the best. I love her. So by the end of the storyline, you have like a group. You have like the core group effectively. There's Rain, who is technically the blood moon maiden. You have Apollo, the sun chosen. Apollo, the sun chosen of the sun god. You have Kel, who is a kid with the rabbit transformation bloodline, effectively. We have Alistair, who is a rebel from the Sanguine Stars, who is actually the one who killed Rain initially, but he's very dedicated to making sure she doesn't die again, because he believes, obviously, she's supposed to defeat the king one way or another. And there's also Thorn. That's something else I forgot to mention. During also some of the storyline, Rain frees a Seyrath. Now, a Seyrath, completely forgot to mention this, the rival kingdom, the Lunaris versus the Solon Kingdom. Yes, I came up with this Lunaris name before Palworld came out, okay? I don't want to talk about it. The Solon Kingdom versus the Lunaris Kingdom. In the Lunaris Kingdom, they primarily also have the moon god, but it's not a monotheism. It's obviously like they're accepting of like both religions and whatever else type of religion. But when their moon temples were destroyed, because they're mainly like people who are like loyal to the moon god, when the moon temples were destroyed within the kingdom of Solon, they got super mad, and I'm pretty sure they ended up like killing a lot of like Seyraths. So Seyrath, for reference, is basically a human just with wings. They're kind of angels, but they're more, I guess, bird wings than probably angelic wings. So they're at war, and Thorn is one of the captured captains, sergeants. I haven't decided on her exact rank. Captured people of the city to try and like get scouts to get information. They were captured, had their wings cut off, and were put in a pillory. and Rain saves them from that pillory, and so they're also, you know, part of this little crew. And there's also Namir, who is the primary person in charge of this one star temple place. Yeah. Anyway, I'm probably talking way too much. Hi guys, my job is to talk, and I talk too much.
He'll be waiting.
So yeah, that's basically the story.
But we're not in too much of a rush, are we? Quick chat. Do you know, I think this is the very first time we've been out on an errand together.
I think you might be right.
In all the years since you and that scowl of yours first appeared, you haven't invited me out once. For shame.
Well, it seemed long overdue. And you did say you had some shopping to do.
I was hoping to restock my supplies of herbs and liniment, yes. You and Jill alone burned through them like wildfire. No luck, though. My usual supplier's not here, and I refuse to pay the prices these gougers charge.
I'll ask Karen when we get back. What is it?
Oh, just memories. I came here with Sid once, shopping for supplies,
Sid.
just like today. And just like today, I came away empty-handed. Sid even said he'd speak to Karen for me when we got back. Has it really been 5 years? I remember it as if it was yesterday.
Very cool. I hope it goes well. Thanks. I leave. I feel like I write a few tens of thousands of words for any story or series my brain starts to lose interest in. I actually never finished the last chapter of that sailing story. I wrote a whole season of episodes of a story a couple of years ago and still haven't been able to finish it off. Never know, maybe. I think that's the fun thing. So my original draft for the storyline, I actually wrote like 2 years ago, back in like 2022. Yeah, back at the end of 2022. And then I looked back at it like middle of last year, and I was like, this is actually really comprehensive like material for a storyline. Like there was actually a lot to it. Just the kind of things I'd kind of just smashed it together while I was like always like sitting on the bus or sitting on the tram. It was actually really comprehensive. I have a few different stuff like this. Why does she look so pretty? Take a screenshot.
Well, I think we've tarried long enough.
Now I feel like I should have brought
We ought
Jill.
to get these ingredients back to Tome so
I have
he
a
can
few
make up this
different
concoction of his.
Word documents that have some like sketch up ideas of like storylines, and I fucking love them. Honestly, they're some of them, as I said, are really comprehensive. Or maybe I like kind of look at them and I'm like, I'd rather it be like manga. I can't draw well enough, but never know, maybe in my 40s. I have one story I really like. It's definitely more of like a manga idea, but it's funny because I've come up with several different iterations of the one idea, but I haven't quite liked the proper iteration of it. So I think the iteration I've come up with my brain now will be the good iteration. So yeah, I do wish I could make stories in other media, but it's not really possible, right? Like, there's so many fun like comic ideas that I would love to make. Speak with Hippocrates. Okay. There's so many good ideas that I have that I'm like, man, that'd be a great comic, or that'd be a great manga, or that'd make a great anime. But obviously the dream, obviously, is make a good enough. Like one of the things I've always liked the idea of is I love having pictures throughout a book, you know, like if you're trying to describe a very specific like memorable moment, to have like a picture of what it looks like. You know, like when you watch the Critical Role 3, campaign 3 like opening, and you see like the actual image of Lordna in front of like the tree sleeping with her comrades around her with the sun tree behind her. That's beautiful. That's something you would love to see just kind of slapped into the middle of the book that you're reading, which is the campaign 3 Critical Role series. To have just like a beautiful image like that kind of slotted in where people think, this would be cool animated. Like, that's what I want to do. Because if you just have a general idea of like what the person looks like through different images, as well as, you know, just kind of a general idea of like the vibes of stuff that's happening, that's what I would like to do. I'd probably have to pay someone to do it, but story I tried to write started in about 2012, and I planned it for years. Started the actual writing in 2018, but gave up last year. You never know. You can always pick it up again. That's the fun thing about writing. There's always the capability of picking it up again at some point. Oh, I'm talking too much.
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
Jinjo, yo, thank you for the raid, Narkilly. Much appreciated. How you doing? How's it going today? I hope there's no spoilers happening on stream right now. Okay, I don't know where you're up to, but playing some Final Fantasy 16 and talking too much. You know how it is. How you doing? What you been up to? I have failed hundreds of attempts at writing in Google Docs. I love Google Docs. I will die with my Google Docs. Sweet. Hell yeah. Yep, I've literally just released the first draft of my book with specific questions. Nice.
The watchful eyes of
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Just some session tonight.
Thank you.
A little bit of game testing. Hey, nice.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in
I
the
can send some
assembly?
if you like. If you want.
Many hands
As
make
long as you
light
feel free
work
to.
and all that.
Of course.
As long as there's no parameters of when it needs to be finished reading, because I don't know if I'll get around to it. At least not tomorrow. We'll see.
Oh, and Clive.
Must avoid all social media now.
We should do it again
Almost got spoiled for Critical Role Campaign 3. Oh. Okay, I won't say anything, obviously. Oopsie. I spoiled myself. I followed this one person because they were basically exactly where I was up to in the storyline, and now they're like 10 episodes ahead of me, and I'm like, oh god. God bless. Prison City 3. Oh, right. Oh, right! I need to finish that. I forgot. Don't worry, baby, I'll finish you. How far in am I anyway? It's pretty good, man. Well, yeah, it's like 400 pages. 340. Okay, so I'm almost halfway. Cackling. You haven't started, have you? Minus is some reason decided not to appear. Absolutely not, and it's only specific bits I'm asking folks to read. Ah, oh, okay. Don't worry, baby, I'll finish you. The book, okay? There's no living human being I'd actually call baby, okay?
The good news then.
Cut to. Dad. Woo! Never know when dad's lurking in chat, guys. Always remember. We gotta behave all the time. Only talk about books. Because books are the best. I've been doing orb. Go on. I went the wrong way. How come there is not an easier way to walk around to mid? Okay, there's 2 ways to walk to mid. Maybe I should just go that way rather than go this way. Okay. It's good to know. So orb or Sarah J. Maas? Ooh. Listen, I'm not telling you which one to do. I'm just saying I just didn't know if you had read any yet.
I went up to give some greens.
Well, how the fuck do we know that no. Well, how the fuck do we know what you'd call upon I'd probably call them by their name. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, it really does just interconnect.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
You don't need pictures. On a lock lived, on a lack, queen and goblin 3, but he had not did the goblins there, queen and so, full of wrath, did she banish them to shore, where they supped on mud till their lips turned black, and they begged to return, and good of heart the queen did take them back.
Do that.
Well, you know, I think they're doing a pretty good job. This was more of a, you understand why I haven't started. Oh yeah, and you're about to start watching One Piece, obviously. Or
Sorry
father.
to keep you waiting, Mid. But you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
Fuck.
You found something for it?
God, it's so hot.
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat. A
Don't look at
coating
my
that
back,
should provide
please.
the protection
Okay.
you need. He's supervising
Please
the
don't
construction
look
and
at my
testing of the
back.
shielding as we speak.
Brilliant. I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me.
Okay.
I'm just the errand
You just
boy.
made me realize.
Right then.
Sorry, Han.
Let's start
What?
working out how
Can I
to
see
bolt
the
all these
top
bits
and bottom
together.
of orb?
To the Black Hammer.
Fuck is One Piece? Daft. Don't do this to me. It just made me realize Philip's not here. I mean, he has the day off, so he's probably sleeping in. But I do have to finish stream early, guys. Don't forget.
You know, when I got into the
Alright.
smithing,
Praise Orb.
thought
Anyway,
of
this
making
is Orb's
swords and
bottom.
shields, not
Okay, guys.
thermal
Be
bleeding
nice.
didgeridoo
This is
dolls.
Orb's bottom. Okay. He literally just has a circle around the base.
Same difference.
Besides from where the seam of the face is, obviously. Otherwise, this is
Whatever you
basically
call it,
one
I
whole
ain't putting
circle.
it together in here.
So you'd need to
Cramped enough as
basically
it is.
make the circle flat bottoms.
Let's take this outside.
You'd have to make the
Mate, if you
circle
get all
kind
the
of
parts
like
lined up on the deck,
this, and
I'll
then
take care of the
attach
rest.
like the different color or whatever you're doing for the face here.
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find.
And then the head
Gonna require
is
some
like the
precision,
4 different
wide
panels. So remember, each panel is kind of like this giant quarter, like this, which obviously ends here. So it's a giant triangle. So kind of like the top of a flower. So the seams all kind of meet neatly together in the center. Ooh, that's pretty. Flat bottom, a tragedy. Hey, that's not a tragedy, okay? We stand flat bottoms in this household, okay? Not that I've ever seen anyone with a flat bottom. I don't think so, at least. I don't pay attention to butts, so... So head is slightly more pointed. I mean, kind of. It's still fairly flat, though. Like, does that really look pointed to you? But, I mean, like, effectively, sure.
I'll be
I mean, it depends how you stuff it, I guess, too.
Thank you.
A little rounded
Clive,
point, that is. Yeah.
everyone.
So, it all comes to a
One
point
down and just
up
3 more
here.
to go.
I'm sorry.
And then there's, like, 1,
Can
2,
I tell
like,
ya?
4?
The Enterprise has
Or 5?
4
Well, I
mithril
mean,
engines and we'll be needing a displacement
like, there's the
stack for
panels.
each.
Obviously, each of, like, the corner panels goes down and to meet with the butt.
Don't worry.
I still don't know how you're doing the
Finish one
face.
to work off. Might get
I'm
in
assuming
time
you're
to do
doing
the
it as
rest.
something you kind of just, like, stick over the top of, like, the rest of
To
it.
them, I say.
So you
Right,
basically
I'm off
need
get
to...
fling for this
I
elbow.
don't know.
Any other work comes
She
in,
doesn't know.
I'll say.
I'm not entirely sure. Is that good? Robo. Face is a separate panel. Yeah. Okay. It's just so weird because obviously as a separate panel itself, you know, like you have to do the embroidery here, but it's still technically 2 panels because it comes here and then under here. But they're perfect. No worries, Alan. Okay.
What's the matter?
Collector's edition item.
Nothing.
Oh,
Just daydreaming.
I don't think I did actually. I might have skipped that part. What is it? Let me have a look.
Thinking about
Final
the Enterprise
Fantasy
sailing
VII.
off over the
There you go.
horizon to shores unknown.
Collector's
Searching
edition.
for a land untouched by the blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the twins turned black.
Oh, it's a, like
we might
fucking
still have a
Sephiroth
chance.
statue? Is that what I'm looking at? Just a full-on
what she was meant
Sephiroth
to be.
statue?
You see, one last chance just in case
That's
we
hard.
needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want her to be that. I don't want her to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate.
It's obviously gonna be a battleship.
I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can
Yeah?
actually
Is that right?
live.
Sephiroth figure.
I'm
It's pretty
working on
fucking
that.
hot.
And I'll do everything I can to get
He's
you what you
not
want.
quite sphere, not quite ellipsoid either. He is perfect.
All right.
I want the figure so
nice
bad. I
makeup.
don't blame you, it's
As soon as the
gorgeous, but
Enterprise is
also...
fit to sail, I'm putting it in your command.
Tiny.
Sod our plans. I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
I just realized I was like $69. That doesn't sound right. USD.
You're gonna figure his grave, weren't you?
I was.
160.
And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
I think.
Right. There's just
Oh
one
god,
thing I
when's
need to
the
finish up
next,
first.
guys? Surely
know.
we should be hearing about when the next Nintendo Direct should be.
I'll let Otto know you're coming.
Next
Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Nintendo Direct. It should be soon. Oh, that's 2023. Oops. Feeling better? Yeah. Yeah, sorry, my brain was like, how was I before? Worse. Yeah, no, I'm pretty good. My voice is obviously still a little cracky, a little deep. I mean, we'll see how I go tomorrow morning. But, I mean, I woke up and I got to work on time this morning and still felt vaguely okay. So, arguably, I'm doing great. I had a pretty good day today, so. Switch 2 will reportedly be backwards compatible with OG Switch games. Well, yeah, obviously. How can it not be? February. Leaker backs up direct February 2024 rumors. Well, yeah, but what day? Thanks, Tab. Hugs! All dogs. I like how this entire stream has basically just been talking. From me and from game. I don't know what's happening in game.
I swear, that girl would do anything to put off visiting her old dad's grave. No excuses now, though.
Next month, aligning with past trends.
She said there was one final thing she had to take care of.
I'm really hoping
I'm sure
that
she'll be finished soon enough.
I'm really hoping for Super Paper Mario game, Thousand Year Door, is going to be coming out June, July. I'm really hoping for that because I feel like it kind of makes sense. Maybe earlier. If it comes out earlier, I'll be happy cheese. Happy cheese.
I might still be able to catch her.
Do you want pillow style stuffing of orb? I'll be honest, I didn't know there was different types of stuffing. Is there a different difference?
Hugo Kupka's dead, isn't he? We don't have
Hi
to live in
Ashley,
fear of him
you gonna go
anymore.
get that sleep? 2 colors in 1 eye. Hell yeah, it's really cool. So I mean, how stuffed do you want them? Wait, oh, that's not the guy I'm supposed to talk to.
Have you seen Mid?
Yep. In a boat, going that way.
Then I'm too late.
She's gone.
You in a hurry and all, are ya? Oh, I offered to take her across, but she wouldn't wait. Just paid for a dinghy and rowed off. Oars going like the clappers. Got some life
Like
in
soft
her,
like a
ain't she?
pillow or full
Anyway,
full?
I was on my way up to see you, as it happens.
Pillow?
Got a letter.
Whatever's
for you.
cuddliest.
Urgent,
Yeah.
by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men said I was to
what was
hand
I
it to
saying?
you in person, post-bleeding haste. And you're here now.
Yeah,
Thank you,
eyes are
Olaf.
pretty. Yeah.
Don't mention
I don't really know much about eyes, but eyes are pretty. I'm always impressed by sometimes, like, you look at a person's eyes and you're like, oh, right, people have, like, vastly different eye colors. Byron! Okay. Got it. I'm so glad you understand. Yeah, that's right. I'm really hoping for, the 1,000 Year Door hopefully sometime around mid-year, because I kind of feel like it makes sense if you think that Luigi's Mansion 2 remake is going to come out around October. Well, hopefully September, so I can play it in October. We'll see. Waiting for that little Nightmares 3 game. Ooh. That was my eye, by the way. It was your eye. Okay. I don't think that was actually confirmed, so my brain was like, is it your eye or someone else's eye? I don't know. It does say IRL. Pretty eyes. Good on you. Oh, the pretty eyes. Eyes are really pretty. Eyes are easily, like, the most prettiest part of anyone's face. Besides from a smile. I'm always attracted to cute smiles. Gives all the calluses. What? I'm excited to stop working with prototype yarn because it hurts. What? What's prototype yarn? I love eyes. Like the letter I. Sorry. Okay, anyway. I'm still convinced we're gonna find out something about Pokemon though. I'm convinced that at the end of this year, there's going to be, or early next year, there's gonna be a Pokemon game coming out. Don't know if it's gonna, hopefully it'll be a remake, maybe it'll be something else, but it's gonna happen. I have the autism thing where eye contacts feel too intense sometimes and I don't look at people very often. That's okay. I was very, what do they call it? Non-verbal today. I was working and I was barely talking to anyone. I barely said a word to any of my co-workers. I think it was just because I was still kind of like half deaf because my ear wasn't quite popped from being sick, as well as my voice being deeper. I just ended up like not really like conversing as freely as I usually do. Yeah, I don't think I could ever wear contacts. That'd be terrifying. They gotta cancel Pokemon. The entire franchise! Oh, thank God. That's even better news, arguably. Okay. My friends and I once shared eye pics just because they look so cool. That's cute. I always find it really interesting looking at my sister and I because I have quite obviously like greener eyes while she has quite obviously like bluer eyes. But both of our eyes could kind of change depending on obviously the lighting and what colors we're wearing and how it like looks to our eyes. Powerwood is already too powerful. Game Freak is scared of Lavender. That makes so much sense. No wonder I haven't heard anything from Pokemon recently. Anyway. My dear boy, my journey to Gamma has been a resounding success. Oh, please don't be dead. The friend that I mentioned not only agreed to share the contents of his strongbox with us, but his considerable knowledge of the ongoings in the Free Cities, which I learned of the endeavours of a certain young friend of yours. Though I, for one, believe Miss Telemon. Certain young friend of yours. Are you talking about Miss Telemon's projects to be quite the valiant enterprise? I doubt the Canverian authorities will take kindly to the unauthorized use of their dockyards, no matter how deserted. And if rumor has already reached my friend, it may not be long before the guild masters are rapping at our door. Which is why I pen you this note. I would like to borrow your man Gab for a moon or two, that he might keep a watch on those who might mean our little fellowship ill, and warn us of any impending attacks. I trust that you will give this proposal your full consideration. Your loving uncle, Byron. That's so cute. I love him so much. Okay.
Trouble in Canva. Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
Am I gonna go instead of Gav, or?
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just sailed off into the sunset?
It, seems that way.
Well, nothing we can do about it now. But next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Gotta admit, the dirty work was kind of fun. Everyone pitching in, all that bollocks. Just like when we built this place.
You're right.
Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. I could do with getting to Canva pretty sharpish.
Going to
Wouldn't
the
do
old
to keep Lord
place.
Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it? Not after he asked for me personally.
True.
Gav will be leaving with me. Will you mind the place while we're gone?
You can count on me.
Thanks, Otto.
Just be sure to give Sid and the others
I want to
my
practice
regards.
drawing eyes, but it's hard to ask someone to
Oh, by the
model.
way, Jill will be joining
That
us
is
too.
valid. It's hard enough
She's
trying
got
to
some
take a
things to take
photo.
care of, but she'll meet us
Like,
there.
I don't... Like, how do you just, like, leave your eye open? Get the right lighting. Oh, I can't go back now. But there's a side quest. Alright. Sid's legacy. Ah, yes, the tragedy. Central Storm. Wait, so this place is Storm. Wait, what? I thought Storm was the other country. The blood wouldn't be red, it should be black because it would have decayed over time. Anyway, it's been 5 years. Maybe the blood would still be red. Maybe I'm wrong. Washed off because of rain, maybe.
Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. But if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it.
So pretty.
But I will say this, old friend.
Screenshot.
Hugo Cooker is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead.
Isn't that the whole point of, like, the Phoenix thing in the previous Final Fantasy games?
And an end. So we must live while we have the chance.
Facts.
And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
I got myself cookies and cream ice cream to get rid of the taste of the eardrops. Valid.
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies.
Are we moving back here? Is that what's happening? Oh, look at us. Ah!
It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The Blight marches on. And soon, there will be no escaping sights like these.
So dry up the water
So
as
our mission
well in the
remains
area.
unchanged.
Like, logically, there should still be rain
We cannot
happening.
stop until every mother crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place.
Who's in charge of Kupka's domain anyway now?
Not that that'll stop you, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Yeah, goods.
Goods.
Killing plant life messes
Oh,
with
I
the
am
water
sorry.
cycle. It's a
Have you
part of how
forgotten you're the most wanted man
overgrazing
in
creates
the Twins? I thought you
desertification.
might like to
Oh,
disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader.
I guess that makes
assuming
sense.
you've no better ideas.
Right, because if it's due
You
to
wanted
like,
to buy yourself
I
some
thought it was like
tools,
due to
didn't
like the
you?
ocean and
Well, now's
water
your
vapors
chance.
going into the sky, and then if the plant,
You're letting me go
with them. Oh, thanks, Nan.
Stop that! You break me bones, you great galoot.
Cutie.
There's a caravan that runs back and
What does your
forth
shirt
between
say?
the Dominion
It's my
and the
university that I went to.
It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just
There's
show them
the
Goose's
Deacon
traders pass, and you'll be
University.
on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goot.
Oh, okay then. I'll get me things.
No worries, Dad.
Yous there. See yous down in Bucklad.
It's not always obvious what my shirts are saying.
Jill,
That's part of it
you're
for
with
sure,
me.
and that doesn't change.
Understood.
Okay. Okay.
Gav,
Already on my way, Captain.
Fuck yeah.
be careful.
Aren't I always?
Your eye would say otherwise, but thanks, Gav. Thanks, Gav. All go on our own ways. I love them.
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
This is what you fucking did, Sid. Nice. Watch party. Dun, 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 dun. Bros won't be able to join you guys tomorrow night for the watch party. No worries, Tam. Go get that sleep. Watch party? Stream? Yeah, what'd I miss? Tomorrow night. After stream. I'm gonna stream until around 11. Provided that Lily, my core 3 people, which is Lily, Philip, and Kat, are all available to watch One Piece. I was hoping I would watch some One Piece because Philip doesn't have work tomorrow. Hoping the other twos will be around, and because we didn't get to watch much on Monday, I was thinking we could compensate by watching a ton tomorrow. I might be very sleep deprived by the end of it, but we're not that worried about that. Oh wait, that's not where I was supposed to go. Oh well. Where's Boklad? It's supposed to be a side quest here? Weird science. There's also a plus here. You know what? Let's not worry about it. Anyway. Letney's Clift. Also, I know you're at work. Well, are you okay with me sending a couple reaction messages to my first One Piece impressions? Absolutely, Aylin. This is the... Aylin. If it's anything to do with One Piece, no matter the time, date, whether I'm awake, asleep, streaming, send me your reactions, okay? Just send them to me, okay? I don't care. I don't care if I see them 4 hours later at the end of my working shift, or if I see them while I'm streaming. I want to hear about it, okay? It's very important. God, every time I forget to turn that button off. Starting at 12:45 AM, doing a delivery, then I'll be doing backs and a loadout that afternoon night. No sleep till tomorrow night. Sounds like a lot of pain. It's okay, Tab. Just look forward to sleeping. Onward. Chazky?
How are you feeling?
I will send them, I promise.
Better.
Good.
Thanks to Talia.
I also want to remind you, Aylin,
And Torgal
that when you're watching certain things, I know it may look like it doesn't have any giant ramifications onto the greater storyline that's unveiling. Remember that it might. Gotta remember everything, because everything is important and may be referred to later on in some capacity, because it's all a building storyline of the intricacies of the world of One Piece, and it's perfect. So always be suspicious. Yeah, just be suspicious of everything.
Till the Republic laid a new road wide enough to let wagons pass, and all official traffic moved there.
Leaving this one for those living outside the law.
Indeed. I doubt we'll be the only outlaws on the trail today.
Kind of like Taylor Swift Easter eggs. Exactly! Yes, think of it like that. But it's people obsessed with One Piece. because that's definitely what it is.
Over here. Get him.
Watching this fire move is so painful right now. Like, what the fuck?
Stay down.
Side quest. How's it going, side
So what do
quest?
you think?
That we'd be lucky to make it.
Really? It's as bad as that?
Spur wrinkle positivity.
There's trouble up ahead. And too much
Love
of
you,
it
Dan.
for us to
Doing
handle.
great, buddy.
I take it there's danger on the road.
That way.
Oh, what about this fearsome-looking fellow? You think he'd be equal to the task?
Oh, no doubt. Assuming he's willing to hear us out. Well met, friend. My brother.
You look kind of sad, so I'm trying to make you smile. I'm just a bit tired. I gotta end stream soon. I have been awake
How does
since
a merchant misplace his card?
with
Oh, the
like
man,
a
the
s-
coward.
probably like a
When he
7-hour
got goblins
sleep
might
split
come
into
aside,
2
he
halves.
ran.
So
Leaving his livelihood abandoned in the
it's been a long day.
He sent the two of us to fetch it, but
It's one of those things where it's like you realize I'm
much of a thinker.
you know, my tiredness cycle is shifted by 1 hour.
Brother's right on all accounts.
So of course, like I'm getting
One
closer to
way
my
estimation.
11:30 sleepiness
Bastards are lying in wait,
quicker.
just down the road.
We may have seen our share of action, true.
I can see my mother
we've
walking in the
got the
door.
skill in
What the fuck are
arms
you
to
watching?
boldly
To me
break
being
an
all
ambush.
Sheldon like, I don't need sleep, I need
You, however,
answers.
Have the look of a man who
Yes,
needn't fear
exactly,
abandoned
Aelin,
backwater
okay?
ruffians.
Aelin, if you manage to
What
get
do you
through
say?
some really good, heavy,
you
like, lore
help us out?
points, also, if there's
Chances are
ever
they'll help
anything
you
you need
either way.
explained, I'm here for you, okay?
you promise
Please,
to
give
lend
me
us a
every
hand,
and all questions. I want to
Here's
hear
your
them.
pocket of reward for your troubles.
If you get to the amount of One Piece that I get to, you'll
Well,
be
if
just
I'm
as
going to have
crazy
to
as
deal
I
with
am,
them
where you'll be
anyway.
like, what are the
Clearly got a
pieces?
fine head
Everything's
on those
connected.
broad shoulders.
Now, hoping to make a heavy reckon he won't be for
I don't know who this person is and what they're saying. I miss cutscenes. I much prefer quest lines. Don't get me wrong, I think it's really good, like, world building, but there's definitely, like, that other part of my brain that's like, could you just say, please
not
go
sure I
get
trust
the
those
cart?
But if there are bandits lying
I
in
broke
wait,
down the road, and
we
I'd
should
be
probably
like,
take
yeah,
care
sure,
of them.
buddy, I can do that.
Look lively, you lot.
Look, humans.
We've got guests.
these must be our bandits.
I'm sleeping away from my washing. How long's the washing? Whoops, I pressed the wrong button. Oh.
This one. This one.
Oh, that's bad on my part. No, 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 no. Ow. Yeah, I probably deserve that for turning my back on you. Stop. Get out of here, magic user. Alright. Ow!
This one. Get him. Over here.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh god, why do I keep missing that dodge? Every time. I'm not healing. I refuse. I'm not healing. Thanks, game. Am I insane? The answer is yes. Beautiful. There are pieces? I thought there was only one piece. A lot of pieces of lore. Timer is very inaccurate. That is interesting. Usually it's just a timer, effectively.
That's them dealt with.
Damn.
No.
That was very close to death.
Where's that cart?
Mine's the same, I hate it. It stays in the last 2 minutes for 10 minutes. I'll be honest, I actually have no idea if that happens or not with ours because I never watch it when it's at that time. I'm usually like, even if it does have 2 minutes left, I'm like, I'm walking away.
Getting all of this out of here will be a nightmare.
Seems we found ourselves the right man for the job, wouldn't you say?
Found the cart and didn't leave a single bastard breathing. Our merchant friend will be delighted.
And how exactly will he be getting his goods out of here?
You leave that to us. After all, it'd be wrong to make such a fine warrior haul cabbages.
Why does this sound like they're the criminals?
You've done your part.
What? I don't trust these guys.
It's been a pleasure.
There's no need to be so rude, brother. What if we want his help again next time?
This is... I definitely just helped other bandits get at other bandits, right? That's 100% what just happened. So I work out that the timer is approximately 50 minutes off. Also, I think one of them's trying to flirt with him. Oh, were they? That was not the vibe I got. I got angry, like, I'm gonna kill you vibes, but, you know, like, broad shoulders, fine gentleman. Oh, okay. Okay, maybe.
I see the Dalmex lag behind Rosaria when it comes to bridge building.
I played too many crime games. I was still expecting those two to be shaking you down, right? That's what I was thinking. I mean, I mean, the other was angry, and I was getting sus from both of them. So, Han, when are you finishing stream for your 8 AM shift? In 40 minutes? 40 minutes. So 11 o'clock. I have an alarm for 6:45. So if I go to bed right as I end stream, that's my 7 hours and 45 minutes of sleep. Though I'll probably be lucky to get to sleep before then, but if I get my good like 7 hours of sleep, I should be okay. What's up here? Okay, that looks... Oh no, that's where I came from. Maybe? I don't know. Hannah, what? Let's go for a smooth flirting attempt to get them on their side, flattery to try and get them to play along. Maybe. Flattery doesn't really work on me because I'm just like, I see through your bullshit. I don't give a shit.
Enough of you, are there?
You're not sleeping 8 hours. Well, listen, I love the idea of getting to sleep with 8 hours of sleep, but I don't. Usually because my sister wakes me up before I get to that 8th hour of sleep. Oh my god.
Over here. Attack.
No, not that guy. God, water him.
This one.
Listen, I like to entertain the idea in my brain that's like, yeah, I totally get 8 hours of sleep. The answer is no, I don't typically get 8 hours of sleep. I am definitely more likely to probably just to get 7 hours of sleep than I am to get my full 8 hours of sleep. I wish I got my full 8 hours of sleep. But in this heat, it's definitely not happening. And Poe, was 2. 7.5 is like 7 to 9 hours. It's generally considered healthy and average. Yeah. No, it's 7 to 8 hours. 7 to 9 is a good amount. It might be a little under that. Sleep? What's that? It's where you like fall asleep. It's been a bit since I've looked into the sleep research. It's usually 7 to 9, 7 to 8. 7 to 8, it's alright. It's pretty good for me. What is actual flirting, by the way?
So this
actual
is
flirting. It's where you kind of, Okay. Actual flirting is where you kind of like ooh, and they're like oh whoa, you know, and then you ooh, and you oh whoa. That's what flirting is. Make googly eyes at each other. Then you go about your day. I think. I'm not sure. I don't have a lot of experience, but sometimes you just kind of like, ooh. I'm more confused than I was before. Shit. Man, I just suck.
More impressive than I imagined.
Man, I'm bad at explaining things.
I remember being captivated
Well,
by the
okay,
stories.
so what I'm trying to say, sorry, let me put that in an actual proper term. What I'm trying to say is vibes and all vibes, exactly. So it's like when you make eye contact, I think I would say it's usually like, it's hard to explain because it's one of those things where it's like the autism in my brain, it's hard to identify sometimes. I can never pick up the vibes. That's fair. The like, because it's very difficult to sometimes pick up on someone showing interest in you. I think you could probably look up some videos. There's definitely tons of videos you can look up where it's like signs that my crush likes me, you know, like that sort of thing. And why I said the whole ooh woo oh oh thing is kind of like you're looking at each other and you're like it's just like a you want to look at them a lot of the time. You always want to try and like make eye contact with them, and you want to smile, and maybe you say like something slightly silly or suggestive, or try and make a joke more. So a staring contest. No, it's more like you know, is healthy because it's basically your brain debugging and emptying out the recycling bin. Stanium, what are you talking about? I don't think that's what flirting is, so what are you referring to? It's where you go unresponsive for several hours while being mostly paralyzed, hallucinate vividly. Oh, sleeping. You guys are talking about sleeping. Okay, they're on the past subject. Got it. For parts of wherein you perceive time progression at a very different rate from reality, and humanity generally assumes this is entirely normal and healthy as an activity to spend roughly 1/3 of your life doing. Worth. Can attest. Worth it. Brain debugging and emptying out the recycling bin. That's very accurate. Gotta get that sleep. But yeah, flirting. I definitely think there's a lot of oh and ooh wooing, but that's probably just me in general. Reflirting. Learning to read body language, yeah, and that's what I wanted to say. Reading body language is very difficult. It's probably why I don't realize anyone was interested in me a whole heap, because it's hard to pick up on those cues for me. And I think I would flirt more if I did more easily realize when someone was doing that. Anyway. Orb. Praise Orb. Oh. Get surprisingly far by head skill observing, memorizing what particular body language signals can indicate. I'm still confused, but whatever, it's not important probably. No, it's okay. Like, you can talk about this sort of thing. It's alright. It's a very like particular thing. You never know, maybe you're like aroace, which is, sorry for reference, that's aromantic, asexual. Maybe not the asexual part, but you might be aromantic, which basically means there's just that part of your brain that doesn't like instantly fizzle at the idea of falling in love. You know what I mean? Like, if you think people who fall in love typically, like, they just short circuit and go crazy, or fizzle, as I put it. Your brain just doesn't fizzle. There's like a line and it just doesn't ignite no matter how much you try to put the fire to the flame or something. Trying to get the plug in or something. It just doesn't work. Hi, Aylin. Praise Orb. Yeah, we're praising Orb. Sorry, I was talking. I'm Arrow. I don't get romance. Arrow what? Yeah, so Arrow is aromantic, which basically means you're not a romantic. So, for me, I like the idea of love, but for sex, hell no. I just naturally assume people hate me, so I won't be able to read any body language. You have to, I think that's why, like, a lot of the time with falling in love, a lot of people say that sometimes you have to work on yourself before you try to be with other people. Because if you can't pick up on those signals of, hey, this person shows me a sign that they love me, and therefore you feel at least a little bit more of a emotional reprieve from that, it's a lot more difficult if you can't, like, I guess, absorb the love effectively. I don't know why I did this. Absorb. Absorb. Ace does not equal error. Yes. I know what love is. It's okay. You never know. Maybe one day. I mean, you're talking to a romantic though. So, aromantic is where you're not romantic, you don't believe in the whole fanciness of the shenanigans that happen. If you're going to get married, it's probably just to buy a house, you know? Or have two people to share money so you can buy a house. While romantic is me being like, oh my god, I want to get married one day and have a beautiful wedding and have, like, Lord of the Rings and gaming references everywhere for the wedding. I want to have probably at least 2 kids, even though I'm mostly asexual and I'm scared of having sex. But I like the idea of having kids and, like, having the typical, like, home, and, you know, probably the guy probably earning the more amount of money than me, because let's face it, I just want to stream and have a chill time. Yes, I'm dying. Please save me. Isn't that a genre name for couples? Romance? I'm confused.
No. Good night.
Hi.
So
Sleep well.
Yeah, you too.
Hey, da. Yeah.
Hi,
Best girl, please leave my door open, because otherwise I'm gonna continue dying.
Yeah, and I double check it actually too.
I ain't complaining, even though I can't feel it from here. I can go to sleep. No, it's fine. I have another, like, 30 minutes. I don't know what you're talking about. Romantic can also just be wanting to be with someone in a relationship. You don't gotta want to marry or have kids. Well, that's true too. But obviously, again, my brain is like, oh my god, wanna fall in love. All the pretty things. You know what I mean? How hot is it down there? Yeah, well, let's see. It's nighttime for reference. You were dying though of heat, not of anything else. It is currently 22 degrees outside and it feels like 24. And I'm beside a computer and a really hot PS5. So between that, it's probably about 25 degrees in here. Maybe more, who knows? What are we talking about? Movie genre. Oh, yeah, well, okay, so romance is a genre. If you're talking about just not the element of being romantic, but the term romance, there is romance, which is the genre. But if you think of, like, the actual definition of romance, it's more like the way I want to put it is the dance of falling in love, okay? When you romance someone, you're trying to kind of convince them that, you know, like, you should spend more time with me, and maybe we'll move in together one day, and then maybe I'll, like, propose, you know, like, it's that whole kind of, like, dance, effectively. Think Titanic. I wouldn't think Titanic. That's kind of tragic. Think more... It was in this moment Hannah realized she has not watched a lot of romance movies. Well, I have. Not in a while. I'm really thinking of, like, animes. That's not gonna help. What's a good movie? Pride and Prejudice. Yes, let's go with Pride and Prejudice. Pride and Prejudice is about a gorgeous lord man. We love him. trying to get this other lady to fall in love with him. And obviously it's back in the Victorian era, so there's that element of courting, right? Now courting is obviously, again, like you kind of make it up front that you're like, I wish to pursue your daughter, so you might send flowers and spend money of them and send them gifts, and maybe they come over and do something. I don't know. Pride and Prejudice is a classic. I want to marry and have kids, but that's too far out of my reach, so I'm gonna stick to trying to make friends. Hell yeah. Look at those steps. Small steps into the forward. And the romance movie I can think of is She's the Man. She's the Man. How did you know? No. No, I hate that movie. Sorry, I had to react dramatically to that. Anyway, I like the lovey-dovey relationship with the couple. Yeah, not the part I remember about the Titanic. Stardust? Don't know that movie. This is my experience, or lack thereof, with romances. Why do you hate it, by the way? I think so as a kid, and even as an adult, I hate corny shit. That's why I like anime, I think, so much, because anime, like, no matter what silly things they might do, it doesn't feel corny because it's animated, while seeing the actor switch between a male and a girl and the embarrassing things that happen in between, I just don't like it. That's all. Hey, you never know, Tam. Don't you worry. Again, start with small steps and you go from there, okay? It's alright. Gives you the ick. Yes. I get the ick for a lot of, like, cringy stuff, as well as I really hate in movies, especially, like, dramas and stuff like that, where they're like, there has to be that moment where they stereotypically have to hate it, like, have some form of miscommunication before they figure it out again. Like, I just fucking hate it. So painful. I'll take an anime iteration of, like, being kidnapped or something over, like, the common miscommunication of people. Like, I'm like, just fucking talk to each other. Anyway, Friends with Benefits, there you go. I thought of another. I don't think I've watched that, actually. You know, one I was thinking of was 27 Dresses. 27 Dresses. Fucking love that movie. It's one of those ones that I know my mom would always like sit down and watch with us. There's another one that's like 27 Dresses that I'm trying to think of. Can't think of it right now. I haven't seen that in ages. It's fucking good. And yes, miscommunication is a horrible trope, right? Because most people, I would think, like, to me, if I'm having any problem with Adara, I usually barely last a day. I usually barely last a day of being upset with her before I like cuddle her and she's like, what's wrong? Because when I get anxious, I cuddle my sister. Whether I'm angry at her or not, my default is to hug my sister. So she's like, what's wrong? Is there something else? And then I like cry a little bit. I tell her what's wrong. And she's like, listen, you're probably right. Or no, I meant this, or whatever, you know, life. Anyway, more cutscenes. Romance often relies a lot on idiot plots and miscommunication. It's really sad.
The gods in a bid to win their power.
Avarice.
The final battle took place here, at these falls.
Oh, wow!
So the legend goes.
Sorry, I didn't realize what I was looking at.
If anyone ever manages to plumb those depths, perhaps we'll learn if there's any truth to the tale.
Talking about those plums again, guys.
The gods emerged victorious.
Are those called rom-coms? Yes, romance comedies. That's literally what rom-coms means. Romance comedies. So it's a combination of obviously romance movies, but rather than being more drama orientated, they are more surrounded around comedy.
It's strange to the dominance of their icons who are deemed a curse.
But it's still romance, so. This game may look impressive, but Lost Odyssey still better. I'm glad you're enjoying the game, bro.
You're admired and exalted.
My ears keep popping. Hopefully a good sign. If not, I'm fucked. I'm still
Whenever I got
waiting
to
for
that
my
part
other
of the
ear to
story,
pop. I don't
always
think this one
assumed
has
there must
popped.
be something I'd misunderstood.
I contributed to the conversation. You have
had a
been
lot of
this
story
entire
bits,
time. We
didn't
wouldn't be
you?
talking about this without you.
In
Think
your
about
room,
it.
I mean.
One question
young.
can shape an entire
The old
stream.
legends were always my favorites.
Like, what is One Piece? I
Epic
swear
battles
to
between
God.
gods and men.
That reminds me.
Father encouraged me to read as much as I could.
I'll write down a note for
He thought
something.
it good for my education.
You really were a boy like any other, weren't you?
Just look at this place. It's enough to make you believe the legends are true.
No.
I know.
We're not far from Boklad. The road will be busier up ahead.
And we'll have to keep our wits about us. Clive? Something wrong?
Nothing. It's nothing.
Oh, was I supposed to be picking up something?
Wow, it's so pretty.
What is One Piece? I am so glad you asked. We don't know what One Piece is. Cool. And you should do a One Piece tier list on stream. Of all the characters, what element of... You know what, you're right. I should do all the tier lists. A tier list of all of the best arcs. One Piece, a tier list of all the best characters. Can you imagine? Oh my god, there's so many characters in One Piece. I don't even know how. Not as pretty as you. Aww, thanks, Dad. Of course I'll take the compliment. Okay. I'll just, if you bombard me with too many compliments at once, I cry, so
You have
gotta be
surrendered
careful.
the throne to Olivier.
Why?
I have.
He's a kid.
Emperor Olivier shall rebuild the Holy Empire of Sanbreque.
This is so confusing to me.
How is he?
Just
to
punch your
rule an
dad.
empire? He is but a boy.
I shall advise him until he comes of age.
Father, please.
Or for as long as I am able. The empire we seek to build needs young blood to rule it, and I can think of none better suited to the task.
Why? There's something I'm missing.
There is
here.
other news, Dion.
I love you, Dion.
Hugo Kupka is dead, and Drake's Fang destroyed. The pillars of the Republic have fallen. Ere long, the Imperial banner shall fly over every city in Storm. And then Valisthea. All shall bow before their Emperor.
Father,
I hate this guy.
these are the words of a tyrant.
Yes,
They
good
are
pickup.
the words of a god.
Ugh. Fucking strangle.
The Emperor whom I gladly serve. Great Greeker, made flesh.
Mm-hmm. It's like my story I'm writing. Neil. Neil. Is he gonna kill him? Surely he would.
Return to your camp, Dion, and ready your forces.
What a fuck.
It is time to show the world the true power of Sanbreque.
Him saying that while, like, the thunder's going off in the background. Very evil villain vibes, right? Also, small, like, things to, like, appreciate, guys, is, if you look at the back of, Dion's armor, it kind of looks like the lilies that he's holding. So it's like a symbol of his like rank is actually kind of embroidered into his armor to make it look like the petals, I guess, of the royal family or whatever the fuck's happening. It's really pretty. I just realized that.
Father. I find you much changed.
Let's fucking go, Dion. Tell you One Piece. It's not too far away. It's a long time forgotten. What? Like Frodo, Goku, and Hank from Breaking Bad? This heartfelt, cheerful rom-com.
Of Ultima, perhaps.
I actually love One Piece. Yeah, Bert.
I speak my mind, and my mind only. Though I do owe Annabella thanks for reminding me of certain truths.
You fuck.
Regarding the nature of nations, of rulers.
Damn,
and of the
I don't
divine.
even remember this guy's name. What is his actual name? Emperor some shit? Emperor shit.
Trust the words of this traitress. She betrayed her country. She slew her husband.
You have ever been an invaluable servant to Sambrek, Prince Dion. I trust you will continue to serve your emperor in the wars to come.
Canker!
Silence! Insolent
What's a
wretch!
canker? I'm googling, guys.
You will bend the knee. All else is heresy.
I ain't bending the knee.
Sire, forgive me.
This audience is over.
Okay, the first thing that came up was a canker sore.
Come, your radiance.
Small,
The
shallow
Verena
sore
Syndicate
inside the
waits
mouth or
your
at the base of the gums.
Oh, not another meeting with silly old men. They're so boring.
I hate this kid. We're gonna find out this kid
I'm
is
hungry,
actually
Father.
Ultima.
Can't we have luncheon instead?
Oh, so is it a virus? So I guess he's saying that she's a sore whore. Anyway.
Does it pain you that you will not inherit your father's throne?
No, I'm just pissed. Wasn't even consulted.
Count your blessings, Dion. For a base-born child to be chosen by Bahamut is miracle enough. You
So
have
my
risen high on
cousin,
his
right?
wings,
He's
but you
engaged.
shall rise no higher, lest your impure blood stain the throne.
I'll stain those thrones with your impure blood. Oh, got him. It's funny, they look so much alike. Anyway, so my cousin, right? His fiance has just been invited to our family group chat, and I literally, she said hi, and I put a message that was literally like, "Hi, welcome to the family. Please leave your sanity at the door." The best thing you can say to any new person joining your family, okay? I definitely think I was really convincing, guys. What do you think? Hehe. Wings, did you not? What? Did I not what? How can I be so funny? I know. It's hard to believe. Well, at least we got through all the boring stuff today in this game.
Infiltrating the Dominion won't be easy with the Imperials on high alert.
That's a fact.
No. His Radiance has lost one capital already. We can be sure Sylvester will do everything in his power to hold on to Twinside. His troops
Send
are
a message to your
well-trained and
cousin's
increasingly
fiance.
battle-hardened.
Absolutely. No, it was to the group chat, so everyone saw
Wait for the
it.
siege to end.
I absolutely did. Why wouldn't I send that to them?
Over here.
Listen, there's one thing you learn very quickly. Both sides of my family equally as unhinged, okay? That's why we love chocolate so much, okay? It's a part of the character trait, okay? It's a thing, okay? You're slightly unhinged and you have the crave to nap. That's more one side of the family than the other, but still, that's all you need to know. So why wouldn't I? I don't mind. Exactly. It's the best thing ever. Get more chocolate. Yeah, but if only knows how unhinged you are, not the fresh blood. Well, I gotta start getting them in somehow. We all love you. No, thanks, Tab. It's very nice of you to say. Oh yeah. But yeah, no, I would absolutely send that. I don't know why I wouldn't, to be honest. It'd be a crime if I didn't send something weird. I thought of sending something weirder, but that's valid.
This one. Over here.
Imagine the mini wings. Probably just look just like me. Probably. I'll probably have a son that looks exactly like my dad, and I'll be like, damn, that makes sense. I see so much of my dad in myself. It's actually insane. It's good. Never know. I mean, I guess it depends on... I say that, it actually depends on, obviously, the partnering character traits, right? Whether they have blue eyes, and whether that's becomes the dominant allele, or whether they have blonde hair or something. I'm just killing some stuff before I have to end stream. I'll end the stream. Also, I've spent way too much time talking today. As I said, we got through some of the boring stuff at least. Fuck yeah, we do. Let's go, Jill. It's nice that I have Jill by my side. I kind of missed her. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's nice having the other characters, but like, I like having my waifu with me. I'm surprised she's not too hot in that clothing, to be honest. We love hearing your voice, don't worry. Alright, alright. The whole waterfall is very pretty, right? What they say that this happened, I missed it. I literally missed it. It's like a massive lake though. It looks like I guess a massive battle happened here. It's gorgeous though. I didn't really properly appreciate it before because I was talking. But she's about to cuff off, which shall be gone soon. I fucking hope so. Looks like Niagara Falls.
More refugees.
And they're all making for the crystalline dominion.
Because they don't know how to live without the crystal's blessing.
Such a weird idea, if I may say so. That they're just like, oh no, the crystal's gone, we can't keep living. And it's like, you have plants and stuff, right? Like, live off the land. But I guess I forget that, like, they've lived with the crystals so long at this point. Like, how do you live without having bearers and crystals to water your crops and stuff? Depend on the rain? That's insane. It's a very interesting point that it's like people don't know how to live off the land as much because they've been using these other tools for the longest time. Which makes sense. Like, think of if we lost technology tomorrow, like that'd be huge displacing. Auckland markets. Oh god. Now I just keep looking at it, I'm like, damn. It's hot.
There are no crystals here.
Look at all the
This is where we're
chocobos.
supposed to meet Goots, isn't it?
That's right. He said he'd wait for us here after replenishing his supplies. I dare say he'll have finished by now.
Provided he's there. Have a good lurk. I will be ending stream soon.
Hurry, man. I must leave for the Dominion.
Bloody crimson caravan, scooping up all the best customers. Leave some for the rest of us.
But see, even something like this, right? This is generating water for a well, right? You lose the power of the crystal, you don't have a well anymore. You'd have to like make sure you actually dig into the ground. But in order to dig into the ground, you probably would have used an earth crystal to shift the sands or something. It's definitely interesting just seeing how much obviously it impacts their entire livelihoods. Alright.
Let me carry your goods.
Alright, this is probably a good place to leave it. Again, we didn't get far, but I think we got through all like the annoying bits, I guess. I mean, I'm still enjoying the storyline, don't get me wrong, but definitely when there's long parts of like paying attention, like I don't want to just sit here and sit in silence for like 20 minutes. I have things to do. And say random shit. Oh. It's worth noting that if we lost fertilizer, something like 90% of the world's population would be screwed because, you know, food production. I didn't know that. I didn't realize fertilizer itself was just that important. Oh, my limbs. Rashkavar, how do you know all this big brain knowledge? How do you know so much? Alright. Oh, I better go stay on the screen for a second. Sprinkle positivity. We got Chasky. Love you, Tap. You're doing great, buddy, okay? Always proud of you. And have a little drink. Trivia sponge, and I'm 35. Got it. I understand. I go sleep. Good night, Ashley. Sleep well. Part of what's allowed the population boom over the last 20 years is the development of increasingly potent types of fertilizers. Oh, well there you go. It's kind of crazy. Am I really a baby here? No. Did we say? Did I say something? Sorry if I did. You mean in terms of how long you've been on stream? I'm younger than y'all. Oh. Oh. Maybe a little bit. Because I'm pretty sure up until this point, most people I've met on streaming that have divulged their ages. Anyone born after 2000 should be babies still. Yeah. Well, yeah. If you're... actual legal reasons, I don't. Oh, that's okay. I'm sure that's just a Google away for people sometimes. But yeah, kind of what Wolf said. I feel like most people I've met on streaming have been my age plus. So if you think I've been streaming since I was 19, I've met people who were like 20, 21, 22, 30. It's one of those sorts of things. When in reality, 22 this Wednesday. Yeah. Hey, yeah, that's right, Valentine's Day. I do have that on my phone. You and Kat's birthday. Yeah, so what was I saying? I don't think I have met a lot of people who are like younger than me, so hi Philip, good morning. I tend to be circumspect around sharing my age for reasons of having intense internet safety drilled into me as a kid. No, that's fair. I was always like, how would you know my age? Well, you know, like in the sense of like how much can you really divulge with like Hannah aged 12? You know, how many children out there are named Hannah aged 12? As soon as you go into any other information, that's a huge fucking no. Absolute fucking not. But I mean, it depends. Our farms grow absurd amount of food compared to what pre-fertilizer societies grew. So pre-fertilizer, even industrialized, a city of 1 million was a super big city. Now that's like a baseline city in large parts of the world. Okay. I'm straight up just said my age. I'm 1,032,674 million years old. Yeah. Wait, 100 years old. I don't know. Saying numbers. Hope stream was good. It was good. We had a good chat. The game was a little boring. It was like going through like talking about building a ship. We were kind of like building an airship, I think, or just a regular ship. Not sure. So there was a lot of like just random side questing, but we're past all that. I'm going to bed because I got an early shift tomorrow. Some murders near us that went unsolved for a while. Holy fuck. And I thought the murderers had met them online, so everyone in the area freaked, and some of my parents basically didn't allow their kids to play outside with only their friends anymore. Internet safety. I think straight off the bat, like, you don't let your kids hang out, hopefully, with anyone who's not like a kid you met at your school. Or some other thing, right? Anyway. Happy baristering. Thank you. It's good seeing you, Wolves. I hope life's going alright for you. It's being kind to you, hopefully. It's been a little nutty, really, so far. I don't know if anyone else feels that way about 2024. It's just been a little nutty. Kind of like we're gonna start off bad and it's gonna ease out into hopefully being good. Have happy dreams. I'm pretty good with my dreams. I don't really dream about much, so. Have a good night. Thanks, Dad. Remember, you deserve all the good dreams. When I do dream, sure. Yeah, thanks. I'm hoping I'll get enough sleep. Hope my stuff will go alright. Sorry, I'm just saving again. Ugh. God. There we go. I don't want to talk about 2024. That's fair, Philip. We only want to talk about video game releases, okay? Interesting year so far. More good than bad, personally, though in a weird way. Yeah, it's just been weird. It's been a weird start. It's terrible, but not, like, it's just terrible. It's terrible, but not terrible, but still terrible. It's been weird. Exactly, you know me very well. It's alright, Philip. You're doing amazing. I'm really proud of you, okay? Doing great. I hope you have a good day resting today, Philip, okay? Rest up. Restore your energy. I was kind of like explaining to Adara how much you haven't really gotten much of a rest for a while. So I was kind of like explaining how, you know, it's good that you've taken these good like 3 days off so you can have a long period of time to just rest. I love you, Philip, okay? When you relax as much as you can. My highlight is hanging out with y'all in Wings. Hell yeah. Having a good time, having a good time. Good morning, Techie. Good night, Techie. This is the end of stream, Techie. Don't get excited. I do need to head to bed. What events? These are last. No, Philip, I perfectly understand. As I just said, I know how you're feeling right now, okay? Take this day, take these days, in any and all ways that you possibly can, okay? Except for hopefully One Piece tomorrow morning. You don't have to turn up to stream, I don't care. Just turn up around this time and just be like, bitch, where's my One Piece? And I'll be like, say no more. I was like, take all the time you need, but One Piece. You don't have to One Piece, of course, if you don't want to, okay? Just saying. Thanks, Tam. Always good to see you too. I'm glad you did too. I'll be there. Alright, sorry. What events these last 6 months or so have been, you know, increasingly alarming, and there's only so much I'm willing to focus on that as an individual with no capacity to impact them. Same. I mean, I feel like it's just, yeah. You don't have to, but you must. I mean, it's a preference. It's a preference, right? I too am glad I randomly clicked on your stream way. I like how y'all make it sound like clicking on my stream is like, I got randomly possessed by it for a second, and I clicked on it, and now I've been here for like more than 3 months. Like, how did I get here? Anyway, good night, guys. Okay, sleep well. Hope you have a wonderful night's sleep. Hell yeah. Alright. Wait, I gotta do it this way, right? If I don't do it this way, I go insane. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you'll have an excellent day today and tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Sleep well. Tomorrow we'll keep playing more Final Fantasy. As I said, I'm still hoping to finish it by the end of this week, but we'll see. It might take a bit longer, but afterwards, Ace Attorney. And we'll see how that goes going into March. I don't fucking know what's happening with March yet, so. Bye night, love you, love y'all. Good night, wolves. Sleep well, love you. Ace Attorney, yeah, the third one. I played the first two, like, 2 years ago, and I didn't finish the third one, and I did the same thing with Mass Effect. So obviously Mass Effect 3 also needs to happen this year at some point. Trials and tribulations. Thanks for the stream. Thanks for being here, Philip. Get to sleep. Night, Dan. Good night, Dad. I love you, Dad. Doing great. Have the first 3, I enjoy them. Yeah. Good night, Dad. Everyone should just say good night, Dad. Alright. Good night, everyone. Take care. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Okay? Bye-bye. That's this soon, right? I don't know.